come right back. On the other side, I'm going to air a little bit of the intro from Friday Night Lights. No, it's Friday Night Tights. See, I'm teleprompter free, folks. I'm getting the pun off Friday Night Lights and Friday Night Tights. And so we're going to do that. Jeremy from The Quartering, thequartering.com.
God damn, Gary. Some serious gourmet shit. What flavor is this? That's right, it's the all-hell medium roast private blend. Check out the Geek Grind Coffee Nerdrotic page for our other options like the Decadent, Feathers of Liberty, vanilla-infused flavored coffee. Or if you're looking for something darker, try the Dark Roast FNT blend of the Fellowship. You know what? Just buy all three. GeekGrindCoffee.com. Use discount code Nerdrotic.
Yes.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, you can go.
Boys have a penis and girls have a vagina.
Thanks for the tip.
Know you wanna party with a fat bitch? Buy me diamond theme name brand shifts. Time you spend with me will be time well spent. And if I get on top, you know I'm leaving it in. I'm a big bad big butt, big dreams baddie. 2 minutes with me and you'll be calling me daddy. Might not pass the presidential fitness test, but notify your next of kin, I'll put you to rest.
Everybody's wondering what's behind that door. It's not really Comics Division's house. Comics Division. That's a normal door.
I really want him to come out of that door one night during
We're gonna
night time.
do it.
Hey, hey.
Shit! Little fucking dick. What a dick.
You'd like to see my apartment?
No. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
You want to come to my apartment or not?
For a fucking $1,000, I'll fucking bend over, get on my knees, and close my eyes and wait till it's over.
Here! I spotted a queer! Let me go stay them!
Oh, what the
goodness me, this is amazing! I'm learning everything new!
Ah! Oh my god. Ah!
Long Rip 69.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Papa's gonna sing you a lullaby.
Moskwa, Moskwa, w ściany szklanką lecieć daj. Rosja to przepiękny kraj. Ho, 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 ho. Hej! Moskwa, Moskwa, wielkoduszna dla nas jest. Zasad Rosji i ma się. Ha, 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 ha.
So we're gonna be eating at where are we eating, Shay?
We're at a 24-hour ramen noodle place.
Here they come and the crowd cannot wait. Oh, hail Friday Night Lights. I apologize 'cause I'm probably late. Oh, hail Friday Night Lights.
Friday morning tights, baby. Let's go.
Let's do this.
At some point, we're just going to start doing the show on Thursday. Wrapping it up and still call it Friday Night Tights.
Just go all over Drinker as well. Yeah,
exactly.
That's right. Welcome to Friday Night Tights AM. Sorry, I don't have my little cup of coffee, my sweater tied around my neck, and we're going to talk about, hey, good morning, everybody. Let's talk about 5 easy ways to trans your kid. Okay. Welcome to morning fucking shit talk or whatever it is.
Good morning, assholes.
Good morning, assholes.
Good morning, assholes. This is Fresh Air on NPR.
There we go. Hi.
Well, it's MegaCon weekend. That's why we're here early. MegaCon.
Tightly run operation here.
Very organized.
We started, 2 minutes late? That's freaking great for us. Progress, not perfection.
Just 2 minutes late on a show that's actually 4 hours early. So I mean, that's pretty good.
No. Listen. Gary is he's the woman of streamers. Like, so most of the time you get here and we can't get him to start the fucking show. This morning I get here and he's like, "Hurry the fuck up, we gotta start." I'm like, "Where the fuck did this come from?" Like, it's just like you never know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get with Gary.
Like a box of chocolates.
Show, buddy. I came over here. This is your rodeo, man.
I know it.
I had to get up at the crack of 4:30 in the afternoon for this show.
I drove through like 10 swamps to get here. I saw Bigfoot twice. I saw Swamp Thing. I saw Silverback. Saw a couple Silverbacks on the way here. There you go.
Hell yeah.
This is probably for Az like the only time it's like an actual reasonable like time to start a stream. 6 p.m. his time or something like that. I don't know what fucking time it is over there. And it probably feels weird as shit because your schedule's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm like, I wish the show started at 9 p.m. for me now.
I like how Az is always like, I gotta take a break, and he's streaming video games until like 4 in the morning.
I just need to take some time off. It's like a stream 12 hours.
I don't need to take any time off from work. I need to take time off from you. There's a big
Love you too, Az.
Comes out. The true
By you, I mean.
All right. Well. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about, Az? We're delightful.
So we tried to do some forced perspective here because Garrett's in a smaller chair.
It doesn't work like this.
We're trying to do the Gandalf and Frodo thing in the cart.
He's on a small chair.
He's in a tiny chair.
Somehow you didn't have Peter Jackson there to actually set up the shot, so it just looks like shit.
It's not working. It's not working. Hey, it's Friday Morning Tights. It's 12:10 p.m. Eastern time. It's like 9 in the morning on the Pacific Coast. So Chris Gore's just getting over his hangover and out there. Yeah, probably getting his first cup of coffee. And he's probably going, shh, guys, be
hello,
please.
Yeah.
Right. I've already had
He's taking another shot.
So let's get this show on the road because, man, we've got like lots of, I don't know. Do we actually have a lot of stuff to do tonight? Why are we doing this early, Jeremy? Oh, because we have plans. We have plans.
We have plans.
We have plans.
Yeah, plans. Important people want to hang out, and we're just like, why? We're retarded.
Yeah, I'm not important. So whatever.
This whole organization thing is not really our strong suit.
Way overrated. By
it's really not.
Not a big fan of it.
Like I said, so Gary gets over here to G&G HQ yesterday. He brings a trailer. It says he's got to pick up Superman, that Superman statue.
Yeah.
And like we have to park the trailer on a hill, so we don't really have anything to put behind the tire on a heel.
On a what?
Park on a heel. Not the ankle, not the toe. Got to park it on a heel.
Heel. Like heel versus babyface. So
you're not doing that again.
I have nothing here to put behind the tire, so Gary's like in the squat position, just holding the trailer for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, we're fucking so stupid. We are.
It's in a nice area where it's totally not okay to keep your freaking U-Haul trailer sideways in your driveway for 4 days.
That's what we did.
No. Trust me. Depending on the week, depending on who's in town, that could be perfectly acceptable.
It's Florida. Nobody's gonna. Look at that nice trailer over there. So yeah, it's gonna be there.
Just depends on who's in town what week.
It's a nice house.
Parked on an Alabama slope.
There's lots of those.
Oh man, but yes,
So yeah, there's actually some stuff to talk about. Aside from Hollywood just delaying everything, and these 2 months are going to kill the movie theaters because Garrett and I watched a movie last night, and the only reason I watched it because I was going to kind of watch it later, but Gore like, dude, Argyle's like the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm like, no, it can't be. I love Matthew Vaughn. Matthew Vaughn's one of my favorite directors. Worst thing I've ever seen. It's god awful.
Is it really that bad?
Awful,
dude. So is it true that Cavill's like in it for 5 minutes?
About 7 minutes.
Oh, that's
But I mean, like if you're aware of the book, that's what it was. But the big
marketing,
and we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Matthew Vaughn decided to adapt like the very definition of fan fiction.
Yeah,
like the very self-insert. Slightly overweight woman running around kicking the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Okay, not slightly.
I leaned over in the movie. I was like, did Matthew Vaughn agree to make this movie for his wife?
Yes.
I was like, that's the only reason I can make sense of this.
Wow.
Well, also, this movie cost $200 million.
And it looks terrible. It looks like it's all done in front of a bad green screen. It looks awful.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Power then.
Now, is this an Apple? It's like one of the it's an Apple. Okay, so it's going on Apple after this. Got it.
And the Canadian government.
And I like Matthew Vaughn. I like Matthew Vaughn a lot. Like I actually when I saw the trailer for this wasn't on my radar. I remember seeing the trailer for it. I'm like, I didn't think it was gonna be a masterpiece. Well, this looks like it'd be a fun movie, And but apparently everybody said
as his avatar pretty much describes the movie perfectly.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah. The movie. The first
I do not like Bryce Dallas Howard in most things. And so when I saw the trailers for it, I'm like, at least it looks like something new. You know what I mean? In terms, obviously, it's adapting a book, but it's not like a remake or a prequel or a sequel, and it looks like an interesting idea. So who knows? Maybe it might not be terrible, but sounds pretty rough.
She got big.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, for the Jurassic World box office, inversely proportional to her waist.
Wow.
They originally wanted her to play the mastodon.
Yeah, she was pretty thick.
Yeah,
well, she got pregnant, and then she's.
Maybe she should keep running in high heels like she did in Jurassic World. So because that made a lot of sense.
In Jurassic World.
The more clothes they ended up having to put on her because she blew up, the worse it did at the box office. So
here's random message I get from Frank Gore at 1:29 a.m. Okay. There it goes. Sorry if this buzzes because my phone is too close to it. Also, strange observation. I think Bryce Dallas Howard's cleavage in the outfit she's wearing in the last act is digital. It's got the same shading of beige and doesn't seem to move or just looks fake. And I did notice that. Not fake boobs, digital boobs. Yeah. Could you keep an eye on those tits in the third act and see if it's possible
Could they really digitally picture cleavage?
Frank, that sounds like a job for me, buddy.
Yeah. Well,
she's not a man.
Yeah, there's no way those boobs weren't a bouncing when she was ice skating over oil.
God, dude. For like 5 minutes straight.
For like 5 minutes straight, killing a bunch of dudes. Ice skating on oil on the floor, while Sam Rockwell looks on
because
after
you're
saying,
so great.
I thought you'd never ask me to dance.
I love you so much.
God, it's so bad. So
Dua Lipa play the blonde?
Who? What?
The one in the beginning?
Yeah, the hot girl.
You mean the not natural blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hot, but she ain't a natural blonde.
Oh well.
I don't know who it was.
I think that was Dua Lipa.
Who's that?
A famous person.
She's a singer.
A singer, yeah.
Oh.
Ryan said it like it was something to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, like I'm not surprised. Like nobody here's heard of her. Yeah,
I'm like 54, and I don't listen to pop music. So,
darling, I just got back from the clinic. I'm afraid I've got a Dua Lipa. Oh my god!
What is that?
Course of antibiotics immediately.
Sounds like a trans surgery gone wrong. I wanted one Lipa, but I got Dua.
I got Dua Lipa.
I forget what account it is. It's like Daily Loud or something that's always posting random news about, and it's always these fucking like singers or rappers. I have no fucking idea who they are. It's like
ass hanging out.
Yeah, it's like Chipmunks with a Z69 is dating like Allegra Vaughn or something. It's like, who the fuck are these?
It
people?
always goes mega viral, their tweets every single time.
Oh, dude, I'm going to sound like a boomer now. I'm at the gym and all the videos they play is like Zega featuring XXG1. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Why are they always featuring people that I've never heard of? It's a person I've never heard of featuring a person I've never heard of. All the music sounds the same.
Yes.
Get off my lawn.
This is John Campion featuring Won't Come on My Face.
That's what life is like after 50, Gary.
It's actually great.
Can't wait.
Because you know what, Ryan? We legit have things to get angry about. Okay. So that's the way it goes.
Like not being able to pee in the morning. I find it very difficult with my rear tract to have a poop in the morning without a coffee.
What kind of accent is that?
What is that?
It's like you were trying to find. It's like you started to something and you tried to find it in the middle and you just got lost.
He's like hillbilly.
He just stayed with it. He just stayed with it too. He's like, I'm not even.
It was old. It was Brooklyn. It was
like
everywhere.
I was unable to poop on my Alabama slope.
It's a British guy doing a Brooklyn accent after somebody had a stroke. That's what it is.
Az should never stream this early, clearly.
No. It's the crackers 20 + 5 in the afternoon. Come on, man.
Hi, Jeremy. Say hi.
Hello. It's MegaCon weekend. It's awesome. Can't wait to see all of you tomorrow at our panel at 1:15 Eastern. And then the big meetup at City Walk tomorrow night. So if you have not, make sure you RSVP for that. You can go over to geeksgamers.com. I'm sure the mods will drop links. And in that article we have got all the schedule and everything. You can RSVP for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be awesome. Let's go. Let's get this party started.
Let's go. What's up, Az?
I'm tired and I just woke up.
Oh, poor cranky
what time is it over there?
20 + 5 in the afternoon.
Okay, you're on American time. You're just accept it.
People say, people go, "What? Do you ever sleep?" Yes, during the British daytime.
To be fair, which is like 4 hours right now because it's winter, so you're not missing.
Hey, it's just getting that little bit lighter now. With
Yeah, it is.
a little bit.
It all got a little bit lighter because they announced a grand tour special we're getting in 2 weeks. Hell yeah. Called The Sand Job, and Clarkson Farm season 3 premieres.
How can we not laugh?
I thought you said it was going to get lighter because they were going to kick all the refugees out.
Oh no, no! They're packing him in London like a fucking San Francisco house packs in lesbians.
Well, that's
get
not
that one out. I was wondering where you were going with that one.
No, you're gonna have to say crackheads because lesbians will all leave within a day after they break up. So
yeah, but then they just get another. Then dating someone else immediately afterwards.
You could tell. How can you tell a lesbian broke up? The bruises.
Oh, it's so true. Domestic violence, kids, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Try that at home.
For those asking, we will be streaming the panel tomorrow on Geeks and Gamers, so just be on the lookout for that panel. And we're probably gonna have an improved quality. I wouldn't
promise that.
Microphones. Yeah. Well, look, it's not me handling it. We actually have smarter people that's working on it this time. So,
are you going to do that wonderful thing where you went on the FNT panel? Hey, there's somebody from across the pond who's not here with us today, and we just want to give him a big shout out. So, shout out to the Critical Drinker.
Well, we won't do that because he'll be there.
It'll be Mahler.
It'd be Mahler then. Okay, gotcha.
Just Brew.
Listen, at least we put your face between X-Ray Girl's legs at meetups. Okay?
No, X-Ray Girl put my face between the legs. That's completely different.
Don't forget the boobs.
And the bobs, yeah.
Right, didn't I fuck your face
Love you.
at that first Vegas
Yes, you
meetup?
did. Yeah, you
I've
did.
got around. What a whore.
Yeah, I made out with you on the couch.
I like the way,
We're all
Ryan, that
over
you
the
did
place.
actually cut a hole. While doing it.
The paper cuts were worth it.
It looks like you just got a dual loop out.
Bro, we are on a I don't know how much we promoted the time for this Friday morning tights, but we're about to hit 10,000 viewers. Smash that melee button. Let everybody know. Share it out because obviously we're way early. And
Way early.
the people are still showing up. So shout out to all of you.
Say hi, Comics Division, Sick Division.
Yeah, I got con crud, so one of you guys don't get it
already.
Yeah, already. Yeah, it's been a rough week, but I'm here. I'm finally alive. I've felt this is probably the best I felt all week. So
good. Well, we'll do something about that.
You've got the fucking immune system of an AIDS patient, mate.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Dude, what are you talking about? I rarely get sick. But when it comes to like a science
here
infection,
we are.
Yeah. Well, no, usually it's like
when you
once
meet
a year,
people,
and it's usually a sinus infection, which is basically what I got now.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hi, it's great to be here. The groundhog did not see his shadow. So our third winter of death will be coming to an early conclusion. Spring is on its way.
Good.
Nice.
That weather report.
Thank you for the big update, Christy.
Now here's Ryan with sports.
Since Puxatawny Phil did not see his shadow, it looks like that no one will be looting the local CVS this February. So congratulations.
Oh. Is that good? I thought it was good. Is that bad?
Well, I think it's good. I didn't see a shadow.
Well,
it's Black History Month, though. You have to take that into.
I think he didn't see his shadow because he's been losing weight.
Reparations.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Maybe he didn't see his. They accidentally brought him out right at fucking noon. All right, so like sun was directly over his head. I think that's why I didn't see it.
However, what they didn't tell you is that just because he didn't see a shadow, Walgreens is now pulling out of various, blue cities. So yeah, there you go.
I think it's crazy that when I feel like 20 years ago, people actually gave a fuck. Not that they thought it actually mattered, but people gave a fuck about that stupid groundhog. And I feel like nobody gives a shit about it anymore. You obviously do.
Care.
I don't. You're in like a very caring, nurturing state, Chrissy. So you like see that little animal and you're like, oh, he's just so cute. I'm going to be a mother soon. Like blah, blah, blah. Most of us now are just like, I don't care if you told me that he came out, ran out in the street and got hit by a fucking car. It doesn't matter.
I heard that when they got it out and they held him up, I heard that the first question that was screened out was, who does he vote for?
Right.
Well, we know who he votes for when he's dead.
That is accurate. That is accurate.
There we
Do you
go.
think they lift him up and they go, one day all this will be yours?
Everything the light touches.
That's right.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on a Cobra Cast.
Hi, Garrett.
Hey, what's up?
Remember
Watch
the time I
movie.
forgot about you when you were sitting next to me?
I was expecting it, but good job. You're improving.
I just remembered right now, to be
You're
honest with
improving.
you.
I'm ready to talk about the death of the Justice League and the death of Hollywood. So let's go.
Let's do it. Hot hero, exo-ray ghoul.
Hello.
Music.
I'm trying to make sure I'm muted because otherwise there's a lot of noise around here. But
Yeah, you're talking.
shush you. Wait till I come to the UK to give you a pummel.
Is that what they call him? Okay.
I don't know. But it's been a
Is that
fun
Canadian for foreplay?
Mark. No, this has been so fun so far. It's only been 24 hours here, and I'm really excited for this weekend. So, and shout out to Melissa, Mrs. Nerdrotic, for doing my hair. It looks so fun.
It looks so good.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
Did
I
she
did-
layer it?
Yeah, I didn't notice anything different. So
You're
I noticed it
fine.
immediately.
It's purple.
It's very dark.
yeah.
Purple. It's hard to tell. in
It's
the dark,
purple?
but- Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
better in the
cool.
light. Check out the Instagram post. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Did we introduce everybody? Did I miss anybody? No. I don't think I did.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
At this point.
He
So
hasn't forgotten Christy, and he realizes I'm here, so we're good.
That's right. That's right.
I feel seen.
Dude, I'm still like, of all the stupid things we've done on this show, one of my favorite moments is when Garrett, like 3 hours in, Gary's laughing, and then randomly, like, where's Chrissy? It's funny.
I got a lot of things on my mind, man, and I can only handle like one or two, to be honest. But dude, all right. So what do you want to start with? Let's start with the lawsuit. Let's get the kind of like the businessy stuff I'm not that into. But it is kind of funny that Disney lost their what is being called in some parts of the world a frivolous lawsuit. And I was watching our good friend Legal Mindset this morning, and a shout out. And I think he made a really good case. They've been focusing on like DeSantis versus Disney, but it's really the people of Florida versus Disney, because they were just getting a bunch of special privileges that were leeching off, especially with Reedy Creek. The more I understand it, it was like leeching off of other communities. It was like taking their tax money and shit, and it was just shady. And they were just buying people off. And yeah, like Iger fucked up big time with this one. And a lot of people have been commenting, but none of them really know shit about Florida law, which is different. And I don't either.
But it wasn't Iger.
Haven't even been arrested there.
He wasn't there at the time.
Yeah. No, he wasn't there at the time. So these are special privileges that were, and I don't like, I guess this is special privileges community. All I know about is special needs. So that's, yeah. But it got thrown out and they're appealing it. And I don't think they're going to win, but this is probably.
Wait. Sorry, dude. Didn't they just file it and it's already been thrown out?
Well, no. It was. I think this is in April of last year that it got filed. Now, I think
they just filed it.
I feel like around November timeframe, they actually withdrew a bunch of their other complaints and stuck with the First Amendment violation. That was like back in November, December, and now a judge basically, you got there's nothing valid here. Gone.
Fine.
And this is despite every like mainstream media outlet saying, oh, they really made a mistake. Disney's going to hammer them. They're really going to pay for this. But the reality is, one, Disney in a big way brought a lot of attention to themselves that they probably shouldn't have by taking a hard political stance against the Parental Rights and Education bill, which the media is still trying to label as the Don't Say Gay bill. And in all of that, a lot of people took a look at Disney like, you're getting like sweetheart deals from the government that you've been getting for over like half a century at this point. So it's not like we're punishing Disney. We're just making sure that Disney is not able to take advantage of things in a way that no other fucking company is able to. So now they're on the same playing field as Universal and everybody else in this area, and they can't fucking stand it. They're having a meltdown over it.
Well, and the timing's pretty interesting too for a couple different reasons. Number one, I'm glad that Ron DeSantis is back doing the job he was elected to do, and the timing is perfect for him because he is back in his element and not making an ass of himself anymore. And so now with all of this happening, it kind of gives him an opportunity to continue to, call Disney out. But then you have the Epic Universe announcement from Universal, which is really going to put Disney in a really bad spot. It's going to put Disney in a bad spot, and the Epic Universe is going to be fucking incredible. And so for those that don't understand, so you have Walt Disney World has 4 major theme parks on property, 2 water parks, Wide World of Sports, 30-something hotel resorts, and then the downtown Disney area. Universal has 2 major theme parks, a water park, and I don't know how many hotel resorts, a much smaller property, but with Epic Universe, that's where Super Nintendo World's going to be, which is going to be huge. There were pictures of Miyamoto himself on property, visiting the land and kind of looking at the property, and I guess they were just addressing how they wanted everything to look.
We shall colonize here.
So it's a right now the market share, which is the key thing to focus in on Disney, is going to continue to dwindle. They've lost the faith of the everyday family. They just want to come to their park, and Universal is taking all of that momentum. Every time people ask me, like 10 years ago, if you would have asked me, I would have said Walt Disney World easily. Go to Walt Disney World. It's phenomenal. It's great. It's a great experience. I always say Universal now. And it's because Universal just is giving you a better experience, and this is going to hurt them. And of course, DeSantis is going to continue to keep the pressure on Disney, as he should. And he's going to continue to get a lot of traction on that because the people of Florida are firmly with Ron DeSantis versus Disney. They're standing with DeSantis on this, no doubt about it.
So there's going to be a bunch of new, like 5 new parks, right? Celestial Park, a Harry Potter world, a Super Nintendo world, a How to Train Your Dragon world. And there's also going to be a a new world called Dark Universe, which is just a theme park of present day Chicago.
It's a first live action first person shooter. You got to
Yes, how fun! I can't wait.
Yeah, Ryan won't be visiting that area. I can tell you that right now.
We call it MAGA country.
They have these things called healthy franchises too that aren't like completely dismantled. Disney paid a lot of money for Star Wars and Marvel, and you get to go to Disney World and you get to see Black Captain America Falcon and Captain Marvel and probably Miss Marvel. You don't get to see Spider-Man. Spider-Man's at Universal, by the way, which is pretty funny. And it's like the real Marvel at Universal. And Star Wars, you get to go to Galaxy's Edge, and it's kind of empty.
Depressing.
There's a,
Who wants to do that?
the Millennium Falcon with the Millennial Falcon with the square radar dish or the rectangle radar dish.
It's all fake.
Yeah. It's a fake. No, it's
around with fake baby Yoda with
plus
fake.
There's no energy behind that at all. Harry Potter's still kind of popular.
And they're coming out with the show on HBO eventually. That's going to be huge.
My headcanon for that show, by the way, is J.K. Rowling just wants to erase Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson. She's like, all right,
good.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I'm up for
The
that.
autists love Harry Potter. You'll never take them away from that.
No.
Hey.
It is
No,
so
but they love
weird.
Harry Potter. You see, you put somebody there that they get behind.
It is so weird that again, we've seen it with the Star Wars fandom and how a lot of Star Wars fans back in the day turned on George Lucas after the prequels, but it was nothing like what the Harry Potter fandom that worships the world that JK created, but they hate her guts even though she agrees with them on 99% of all these fucking social justice issues. It's the wildest thing ever because their hatred of her is really bad. Like they hate her guts.
It's a really small percentage of people.
I was going to say the same thing.
Well, it is, but it's a small percentage of people that are again,
Very
a small
loud.
percentage of people that are doing any of this stuff. But my God, they hate.
Yeah.
they hate
It hasn't had any effect on the brand though, because
like you said, the Harry Potter fan.
Of money, yeah,
you said like the Harry Potter fandom just hates J.K. Rowling so much. It's a very small percentage of people that are like that. The vast majority of people don't give a fuck. Like 99.9% of people agree with J.K. Rowling's views on biology.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the very loud social justice gendered freaks out there that are the ones that have a meltdown. And as we see, it does no good. Hogwarts Legacy, the top selling game of 2023.
Beat COD.
That doesn't happen. I don't think we've seen that when it's not either a Grand Theft Auto game or a COD game since like
the single player adventure game is not in vogue right now. It's all multiplayer.
Yep.
So it's wild to see that.
Yeah.
Congrats on that boycott. Congrats on that boycott.
Well done. Well done.
For you.
So, you're gonna have to go to the lawyers for what happens next, but this was a huge black guy for Disney, and of course, it wasn't reported anywhere. I mean, Forbes did it. There were some headlines in the mainstream, but mainstream media news didn't really cover it.
I saw a few of them covering it, but they were covering it with calling it the "Don't Say Gay" bill. Like that's how they were presenting it, and it was their opportunity to continue to push that lie, that flat out lie, because that's just what they do. So they can't actually report on actually what's happening.
No,
just be honest. If you want to put some sort of tag on it instead of bill, whatever, pointer, just say don't talk about sex with kids, you fucking pedo bill.
Yep.
It was Disney saying, this bill that doesn't allow kindergarten teachers to indoctrinate children. Yeah, we stand very firmly against that. And every family's like, wait, what? What did you say? That more than anything else, I think the backlash to that and the perception that people have going beyond destroying Star Wars and Marvel and everything else, this family-friendly brand, which now has more single childless adults in their theme parks than families in their theme parks.
Yep.
Like that is now the reputation. They've lost their family-friendly reputation. That's why they've been losing an animation for the last 4 years running, probably going to be a fifth. Like that is massive. Beyond the destruction of these things that we care a lot about, the fact that families don't trust them anymore and families aren't going to hand down to the next generation this love of Disney, franchises or characters or even just the theme park itself, that is going to cost them untold billions of dollars over the next several years.
It's pictures of 300-pound men with beards in fucking dresses.
Right.
That a normal family, just normal people go, fuck that. You know, why
he's
would
like,
I?
Can I
why
help
would
you pick out a dress, little girl?
Yeah, can I? Yeah, if you're,
Yeah,
you know,
those
if
come
you're a
off as
boy,
creepy
can
in
I,
the
can I
slightest.
help him pick out? No, families look at that. Families like normal people look at that and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" But that's the reality of life versus the fiction of this fucking weird ass fucking echo chamber ideology that's going on.
Well, and we're gonna find out how bad it's hurt. We're gonna find out how bad it's hurt Disney when is it Inside Out 2 is coming out this year?
Yep.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be a true test because I mean Pixar again, a brand that was just built on the trust of families and has it regressed massively. Now that's a big IP, but again, it's
nothing without John Lasseter.
No,
It's absolutely
bring
nothing
back
without him.
Hugs
He
to
lost the heart.
Pixar. Make Hugs great again at Pixar. That's what we want. But yeah, so they've lost the trust of the family, and that's really at the core of it right there. And I'm not saying that Universal is like automatically picked it up, but I think they've definitely picked up a portion of that for sure. And I'm not here. It's not like Universal's MAGA country or something like that.
No.
They don't have a subway. 2 a.m. in Chicago.
MSNBC, they own some woke shit. So
yeah, and by the way, I wouldn't want Universal to be MAGA country. I don't want any and I don't want to see any of the bullshit right or left anywhere that's built for entertainment specifically. But Universal seems to do a much better job of not bringing a lot of that into the equation.
the park and the movies for the most part. They're poised to kind of take over if they want. If they come out with something good, obviously that has to help too. But every studio has its time. We talked about it before. Warner Brothers was on top of the fucking world, 10 years ago. They had, Harry Potter was ending. They still had Nolan Batman around. It was a little over 10 years ago. And they also own the rights to this thing called HBO, and Game of Thrones was still doing pretty good. So they had a good run, and it ended, and they're in massive debt right now. And same thing goes for Disney. And
Disney's fallen before.
Multiple times.
This will be the biggest
Hold on.
one.
Whose fucking phone keeps going off?
That's mine.
All right.
My fucking phone.
You just wanted it to be X-Ray Girl or Chrissy so you could shout at a woman.
Yeah.
I'm muted.
She was muted. I knew it wasn't her. So I figured it was somebody, either Gary or Porter Black.
It's usually the reason we were going to try to do FNT from HQ here, and then all we said was, remember every time Gary has tried to put
an hour and a half to set up something that's going to be fucked up anyway. So.
It's painful,
What's
man.
the point? Plus, you know what? The internet at this hotel it's fucking great. It is great.
I told you.
What are you going through puberty? What's up with your voice?
Dude, I'm losing my voice.
Congratulations.
I'm losing my voice.
Better
I've
late
been
than never.
screaming like crazy. You have no idea how much I've been on the phone navigating this entire weekend. It's been fucking crazy.
I'm so happy.
Listen, I'm starting to buy into Ryan's idea of just let's get this over by 50, man. This has been a rough weekend.
Life ain't worth living after that.
Yeah, it's bad, man. But I'm losing my voice. I did do a long stream last night, which was awesome, but that's where I think the voice finally started giving out after that stream.
So what's that over there? Paramount?
And then I almost played Fortnite, but I just, I thought about what would Ryan do, so I didn't. and I just started saying a bunch of slurs. I just started saying a bunch of slurs.
Then you drank yourself to sleep and ordered a bunch of McDonald's and ate way too much. That's what I did last night.
That's what I did. I love Shad.
I ordered so many fucking French fries. I ate a bunch of them last night, but I had enough left over this morning that I made them into I put them in a pan and I threw a bunch of fucking bacon and eggs and cheese in there and made myself a breakfast burrito from old McDonald's French fries.
That is so
Christ, dude.
bad.
When you hit 40, you're gonna fucking balloon up to like 350 pounds.
Right?
No, if I hit 50, maybe I would, but I won't do.
Gonna hit it.
You should get something called throat coat, Jeremy.
Wow. We don't know about your sex life.
Cast, okay.
This is why we don't let her go.
Get that. Where do I get that extra girl? I could use that.
Wow. Inappropriate.
I could use that in college.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you had several in college, Chrissy.
Yeah.
So, Disney's had a rough year. They got sued. They lost billions on streaming. What's the total that they lost last year, Ryan? I know you said
Streaming like over $2.5 billion.
Over $2.5 billion.
Jesus Christ.
What a shame.
Who lost 2.7? Was that Peacock?
That was Peacock.
Yeah. Peacock. Great name. Great.
Yeah.
Peacock.
Hey, listen, after the Vince McMahon situation, the name Peacock and working with WWE seems pretty accurate. Okay. Seems pretty
chocolate showers.
So
He was
yeah,
definitely peeing, and there was. Never mind.
the only company that actually made money in streaming was Netflix. Disney in a little bit of trouble, lost the year of the Flopbuster. We all know about it. But somebody thinks that the MCU can be saved. And it's again, this is a director I like. I think he's made a lot of great movies.
Questioning his decisions.
Well, hang on. My question is if it's not in trouble, why does it need to be saved?
Exactly. Well, we'll get to that.
Good point. Good point.
Hey.
Don't jump to the punchline yet, guys.
Sorry.
It's called building up.
Sorry.
I got an Alabama slope to look after.
What the fuck was that?
That's as bad as your Slice Stallone impression, dude.
Hey, don't take the piss out of my Slice Stallone.
Oh,
like
I
a
didn't realize we let
drunk
Beardo on stream.
Right.
Or Fear the Tardo, sorry. Fear the Tardo.
Director of Fargo. Well, we'll break that movie down a little more in a little bit because it is fucking bad. Matthew Vaughn directed Kick-Ass, directed Kingsman. Good movies, dude.
Yeah.
Layer Cake. Fucking Layer Cake's awesome.
Layer Cake's awesome.
X-Men First Class.
X-Men First Class.
He casted Kelsey Grammer as Beast before he exited X-Men 3. So Cocaine Brett Ratner can direct it. Made a lot of good decisions. Says that the MCU can be saved by one movie.
The few snippets that I know about Deadpool and Wolverine is unbelievable. And I think they are. I think Deadpool versus Wolverine or Wolverine versus Deadpool. I'm sure that argument's happening as we speak between Ryan and Hugh. What it should be
between Ryan and Hugh or the suits.
Yeah. But no, I would say I know that's going to be the what are those paddles? What are they called? You know, when you have
the CPR thingies. Yeah.
Whatever. That's going to be the jolt to the Marvel universe is about to have a jolt of them, and it's going to bring that body back to life.
Wow.
And then I think if they follow that up with the new X-Men movie, and a
hell of a tease.
Four. Yeah, look, I wish I'm not involved.
You on their books, Matthew? Yeah, you secretly. No, I'm just kidding with you.
No, the thing is, I'm a genuine fan of the X-Men movies.
No,
so all I want is for the X-Men movies to be as good as they should be, and I think Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are about to save the whole Marvel universe.
Are there?
Okay. Let's think about that statement. The Fox X-Men, which a lot of people didn't like. And I had my problems with because they weren't comic book accurate, but Fox kind of had a little point in time where they figured out the X-Men enough to make it entertaining and pretty good. Mm-hmm. Days of Future Past, First Class, Deadpool, obviously, first season of Legion. There's like some stuff that they did was pretty cool, but you're talking about the Fox X-Men needing to save the MCU. And the only way that gets done is if Deadpool does kill everybody and they start over. That's the only way. And that'll still be kind of dumb. So
it'll be dumb if a comedy film is the film to say that that's not a film to save the MCU, guys.
No,
it's not going to save shit. Spider-Man, No Way Home came out, and it had no impact on the overall MCU. It was phenomenal for what it was in isolation, but it had no impact. You're talking about Hugh Jackman I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He's fantastic. He's the definitive Wolverine on screen. He's at the end of his road. Like, it's not like he's got another 10 years in him to be Wolverine. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that. I don't know how many more movies he has. I mean, we thought that he was already done at this point. And Deadpool is a certain type of character that can't be intertwined all through the MCU moving forward because it doesn't work because Deadpool's edgy and rated R and everything like that. So it doesn't work. So no, this does not save the MCU at all. It will be a success. I don't know how big of a success it'll be, but it will be a success and people are going to go crazy over it, but it's going to be a one-off.
Well, the other thing too is that until the leadership changes, nothing is going to change at all with the MCU. They need a leadership change. They need to, as Gary would say, fire everyone all the way down to the janitor if they want this to go and work right. And they need to hire people that know what they're talking about, have read the comics, love the comics, and appreciate what has existed previously to do it right. But we're not going to get that.
So I think in a certain way, there could be a way that this movie could like jolt and energize the MCU going forward, but it's not the story they're going to tell, right? Because guess what happens after this? We have Black Captain America 4, Brave New World Order, which is getting completely rewritten from the top down.
Yes.
We've got the Thunderbolts movie that is completely like a complete disaster. We got a bunch of these streaming series that have not really gone anywhere. Agatha all along, whatever the fuck that's going to be. If this movie brought in all these fucking people, cool cameos, whatever, but at the end, it actually made some impact and it ended the current iteration of the MCU. And at the end, it was revealed, hey, here's our Fantastic Four team and our X-Men team going forward. And it just fucking ended. And then they're like, all right, guys, forget everything else. This is the way we're moving forward. Fantastic Four movie comes out a year from now, X-Men, whatever. And like, they actually fucking made wholesale changes. And yeah, you know what? It could save the MCU. It could at least give it a chance. But that's not what they're doing. They're going to have a bunch of fucking cameos. A bunch of crazy shit's going to happen. Maybe one thing that'll be important going forward. But we're still going to get the same movies that we've known are going to come out for the past couple of years.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing will change.
I even doubt that there's going to be anything important going forward. Because like the last 18 movies we've seen, it's led to nothing. They set up things, they lose it. They set up things, they lose it.
There is nothing going forward because they've lost Jonathan fucking Majors.
Right.
The thing which they hadn't even planned out, which was a complete fucking mess that they were still working with, is now gone. And there's nothing.
There is no X-Men
it's headless right now.
In development. The Fantastic Four is being rewritten again. So they kind of announced
because it lost its director.
Well, it's got a new director, but it did originally lose its director. The cast, I mean, like they haven't made official announcements, but it's out there. We already know who the cast is, and it's going to be delayed. They don't have an X-Men film even in development right now. And honestly, there's a bunch of rumors going around. There's no Spider-Man 4 at Sony in development, in official development. They're thinking about it, but it's not even in the development stage.
Why would you think about it? It's Spider-Man.
There's something going on. I don't know what it is. Something.
What's Matthew Vaughn's current position?
He's not working at Marvel or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a director.
Sounds like he wants to.
I'm sure he wants to.
So I think a lot of people that he has worked with before are going to be in this movie. And I think he's probably heard things about that. He's close to Hugh Jackman. I think he's worked with Ryan Reynolds. So like he knows these guys. And I think he's genuinely just like a fan of that type of shit. So I don't think he's necessarily like shilling for them from that perspective. I think he's giving his honest opinion on what he thinks. And the fact that he's even acknowledging that it's a dead carcass that needs to be brought back to life, with that he's not working for Marvel when he's saying something.
I have heard that the Deadpool Wolverine film is absolutely crammed full of cameos, full of them.
Yes, some crazy ones too.
Yeah, and that's why I think he's saying these things because there is a lot, and I think it is.
The takeaway is still the same takeaway when every time a new Star Wars series comes out, and they go, "Star Wars is saved," so and it's like, "Oh, so now you admit it needed to be saved." Now you admit it. You know, and that's the big takeaway. And it's not going to be.
There's going to be, from my understanding, there's going to be people from basically every iteration of X-Men movies that we've seen appearing in this. There's going to be some appearance in some way from the Fantastic Four movies from like the early 2000s. I fucking please give us Chris Evans as Johnny Storm.
Jennifer Garner. Maybe even Ben Affleck.
Ghost
Ben
Rider.
Affleck, Daredevil.
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
There's going to be a lot.
And so I do think it's going to get a lot of attention. I think it's going to make a lot of fucking money, but it's just I don't know what this does for the future of the MCU because we already know all these things that are laid out. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we better get the original Sabretooth from the first X-Men.
They did.
So is he going to be in it? I'm saying they're going to bring him back as well.
I think both Sabretooths. That's what I've heard.
Both of them?
Yeah.
So they're going to bring both into this movie?
Yeah. It's going to be a complete multiverse.
Holy
It's going to be crazy.
Are they going to bring Christopher Reeve Superman against his family's wishes too? Just like Flash?
Are they going to get Nicolas Cage in for one day of filming and then not put what he actually filmed in the movie at all?
Tarkin in it?
You could get Nicolas Cage and Ghost Rider.
You could.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'd be great.
I think they're going to try and literally go through every pre-MCU Marvel franchise and try and get as many. Jennifer Garner's all but confirmed.
Yeah,
all but confirmed that she's going to be Elektra in it.
Deadpool's going to show up
Punisher. Come on.
I think in isolation, there's a chance I really enjoy the movie, especially if they lean into just mocking the fuck out of the multiverse. That's what they have to do. They just have to make fun of it. It has to be a Deadpool movie. It has to be a parody of itself. They have to be shitting on everything that's led us up to this point and how convoluted everything it is and how retarded it is.
Chat's asking, what Blade? We're gonna get Wesley Snipes' Blade. Let's go,
please. That would be great because
Wesley.
that will kill. That would even kill the very dead upcoming Blade movie that's coming.
The fact
also,
that
Gary, did you know that Hot Toys are not going to be making any the Marvels toys?
I am shocked. This is my shocked face. I'm so shocked and disappointed. I really would get one to put in front of my poster. That I'm going to put a little, I'm going to have light candles in front of it, and thank it every day. Yeah.
And you know that Hot Toys are having to pivot right now because of the absolute failure of Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah, they're probably going to go out of business, like all the Big Chief Studios with Doctor Who went out of business, and it looks like Big Finish.
They started doing comic book accurate costumes though, which I'm down for.
Well, they should just do comic book characters.
Well, that's what
if you look at look at the Star Wars toys, you go into the stores now and it's the retro Star Wars figures because they
and they're not selling as well as
they're not.
Have you seen the latest Star Wars release pre-order for Hot Toys? Endor Han Solo from Return of the Jedi. That's because that's the only thing that fucking sells.
Are we going back to that again? Dude,
version 5.
It's like, dude.
What's the latest from Marvel? It's the Iron Man 2.0 diecast. It's the things that sell. It's the
yeah. It's almost like fans, were right the whole time. Just fucking listen to the fans.
Bringing in new franchises to do the League of Legends 1 in 60s now.
There's no fans to listen to with Star Wars,
and they're not going to spend $250 on a figure.
Deader than dead.
Yeah, it is.
They ain't got $250.
Right,
Garrett. They ain't got it
first.
Yeah.
All the Reba fans.
Government, can you give me $250?
Yeah, they need to bring back Elliot Page as Kitty Pryde for sure.
Wow.
Emphasis on the pride.
Emphasis on the new Pride of the X-Men. That's what they'll do. That's what they'll make their own
Kitty
Pride of the X-Men. Yeah,
that's what would be cool. Kitty Pride flag.
Oh my God. But it's not looking too good. And Matthew Vaughn, which I've been singing his praises forever. Dude, that movie last night was so fucking bad. So Argyle, I'm gonna ruin everything for you. Hope you don't mind.
Nobody cares.
I think more people are watching this than will buy tickets to go see it.
At Universal Orlando.
Packed place.
That's all. And is it not an awesome movie theater?
It was great. Yeah,
great.
The movie theater wasn't packed.
Yeah. I know.
13,000 on a Friday morning. Just
hell yeah.
They had 4 people in it, and the 2 people behind us left before the movie was over.
Like 25 minutes before it ended.
Yeah. Because it's a 2 hour and 20 minute
ridiculous
Oh my God.
interpretation.
That's a movie that should not be more than 90 minutes.
It shouldn't cost more than $50 million. It should have been 90 minutes. And it's supposed to have all these twists and turns. It's literally a cat lady becomes a spy.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So Henry Cavill's Argyle is just a fictional character. It's about the writer. They show you that a little bit in the trailer, but there's supposed to be some twist some giant twist that you could see coming my way. It's like, oh, this is it's going to be her. She's going to be the spy, and she is. And they actually try to connect it to the Kingsman at the end.
Yeah,
which is, dude,
no,
don't do that.
Don't do it.
I was like, nah.
No, but it is. It is.
Do you think they're setting up big game potentially?
I hope not with this.
Please God, no.
Please
Because
God,
aren't they in development of another Kick-Ass?
They might, but like, bro, this movie's going to lose a lot of money. But there was a lot of people involved. Apple can lose money. It's Universal, and Chris told me that it was partially funded by the Canadian government. Robin Hood.
This is what I will say when it comes to Apple released a couple things in theaters because Apple was the Scorsese movie Kills the Flower Moon is Apple. Napoleon was Apple as well. Like even though these movies are not going to make their budget back, at the theaters, they're absolutely not. They're doing better in terms of return on investment than Disney is when it comes to the fucking like series that they're producing because those aren't getting any money from the theaters at all. Like not a fucking single dime. You're just spending $200 million to put it up on your streaming service that no one's fucking watching. So if these guys have already fucking made or spent $200 million on these fucking streaming movies, you may as well just toss them in the theater for 6 weeks and get what you can, try to recoup maybe $100 million or whatever, if possible. Not that this movie's going to do that. We'll see.
Yeah. Good luck on this one.
No, they're not going to make how much did it do Thursday night? Did you?
I can have a look for you.
Yeah, it couldn't have been well. It couldn't have done well.
The movie
did 1.7 million.
It's pretty bad.
That sucks. Oh well, it's really bad.
By the way, that is in 3,100 theaters.
Wow,
an average of $548 a theater.
So it's
abysmal.
Gradient. The movie gets worse and worse every second.
Yeah. It starts out fun.
Yeah,
and then
it starts out okay,
ridiculous. But the $200 million part, everybody looks like they're standing in front of a cheap green screen.
Yeah,
and it's based on a book written by
Ellie Conway, the character that's in the
main character
book.
That's in the book.
It's written by a woman named Ellie Conway.
It's a self-insert.
It's self-insert.
Oh no!
All of the spy powers because I'm a cat lady that writes a book, and then I find out that I'm actually a spy.
It gets better. So the fictional character of Argyle, played by Henry Cavill, his sidekick is John. So sorry, Xena. So they're stand-ins for Henry Cavill's a stand-in for Bryce Dallas Howard's character, who's really the spy, and her sidekick is Sam Rockwell. So those two were gay, and
they have a third wheel.
They have a third wheel.
Powerful POC.
Powerful POC with a POC haircut.
Gets shot in the heart. Lives.
Gets shot in the heart.
God.
Both in the book and in real life.
That's because in Hollywood, black people have more heart than anyone else.
By the way, happy birthday, black people.
Happy birthday, black people.
Birthday month.
It's my time.
No, you only get hat.
You get a week.
For me.
Don't take it. Do you want the first week or the last week, Garrett?
Take the one in the
middle. Do you want the American or do you want the UK one? Because I think it's birthday in the UK in October. I think.
There you go.
Yes, Garrett, go to a Target and treat yourself to something nice. Just pick something else. Walk out with it.
Go to one of the white neighborhoods so all your products aren't locked up already.
Dude, Samuel Jackson got the biggest gift in this movie. He's in most of the movie. He's watching a Lakers game.
How much did he get paid for that?
Shit you not. He's sitting
With
there
the toupee on.
He's waiting for a fucking download, and the whole time he's watching a Lakers game. That's all he's doing, and he's like,
this motherfucker is in every
once in a while.
movie.
Yeah, he doesn't want to run, and apparently he doesn't want to act anymore either. And his acting is terrible.
Dude.
Ryan's joke did not get enough appreciation. No,
It
sorry.
should.
That's why I'm laughing. I'm sorry.
I am trying to keep. So Oh, Ryan never gets any attention.
He said go to a white neighborhood so all of your products aren't locked up.
Yeah.
Dude, it's funny.
I'm just sad and grumpy again. It's not my month, all right? So
Oh, July will be here before you know it.
yeah.
So yeah, Samuel Jackson's there to watch a Lakers game. Just say with that, if you will. Happy Black History Month. And then John Cena, so sorry, China, is in it for 5 minutes. Henry Cavill's in it for 5 minutes. But apparently he's real at the end, which makes no sense. He shows up at the end with a mullet.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, that was weird.
The storytelling is just all over the place. It doesn't, even though it is like kind of like a 1, 2, 3 story of her being drug around by the spy, and then she finds out she is a spy. The way that it's told is just kind of like, what is going on?
There's no twists and turns. You can see everything coming. So the author is a spy who lost her memories and was mind controlled by
born retardation.
Yeah, basically.
Shit just happens. Literally what Sam Rockwell goes, I've been watching you for 5 years. And she's like, well, why didn't you tell me? And he goes, because if I told you, then we might lose your personality altogether. And we needed your memories to come back slowly.
Naturally.
What?
So
you're like, what?
So the last 5 years, a spy lost her memory and became an author and became super timid. She's like the best
and put on a shitload of weight.
No, she was thick when she was the best spy too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then at the end, there's this final act where they finally reverse the roles because they do this dance where the girl like spreads her legs on his shoulders. They have the guy do that.
I'm okay with that.
The guy do that.
Sam Rockwell does.
He watches her. Girl. He watches her ice skate on some oil comes out of the digital. Okay, CGI oil for one. Fucking whatever.
Like 1998 CGI oil.
Really bad. And she ice skates on oil and beats a bunch of bad guys in the same uniform, which I get what they're trying to do. It's almost Austin Powers like, except not funny at all and not good and just not good. And it's like a cat lady wrote a story about a cat lady.
Yeah.
That's it. She even denies being a cat lady in the movie.
Oh my God.
I'm not a cat lady.
But they're carrying around a fucking cat in a backpack everywhere. Yep. Who in the fuck does that?
Yeah. It's CGI cat.
Mostly it's a CGI
it's like similar to what was that movie where there was just so many cats like swallowing up the people to save?
Oh, the
Marvels.
Yeah, it's like it feels like that.
That film, which I just mentioned, is not getting any fucking merch from Hot Toys because they are wasting their money.
This whole movie chat was ice skating uphill. Okay, this whole
some motherfuckers, man.
They're still trying to sell their fucking Captain Marvels from Endgame for fuck's sake.
And on further investigation, she's wearing like Bryce Dallas Howard. God bless. Is wearing a gown at the end.
Very tight.
It's really tight, and it looks like it might, they don't make it that big. I'm just saying. And she's ice skating around and killing everybody. And no, her boobs do not move at all. They're like straight up digital. They're straight up digital boobs, which is hilarious. Absolutely like hilarious. It seems like a ton of work. Dude, fake oil is a ton of work. It's like, couldn't you use like a black liquid? Wouldn't that be easier than animating?
Did you see that thing about Captain Black Falcon America Man? The red goggles that he wears in the TV show, the red is CGI'd and apparently costed a fortune.
Dude, every mask you see now is CGI. Every single one.
Yeah, put a fucking red tinted goggles on. What the fuck?
Yeah, like that's why, like, beyond me just being a Nolan fan, I am so happy that Oppenheimer did so damn good because it's just insane how Hollywood, almost everything they're doing now is so reliant upon CG, and people are just tired of it. Like, practical effects are starting to take over and get people back there. And even so, like Godzilla -1, which we all loved, and obviously that did so much with so little on the budget. but then you have all the other movies that we've talked about throughout the year. And the movies that stood out last year are movies that didn't rely on CG, because not only is CG, it's not something you should rely on, they've gotten lazy with the CG.
It's become a massive crutch.
It's incompetence. They don't have the competence to pre-think. Like if you go back to an older movie like Jurassic Park or The Abyss or any of these great movies that came out in like the 90s, they did a whole bunch of pre-thinking of what they're going to do. How are we going to do this? Pre-vising it, figuring out, okay, these are the things that we're going to do. These are the shots that need CGI. These are the ones that don't. We can do that practically. Now, they're directors. They bring in directors that aren't directing the entire film. We've seen this in MCU all the time. They don't direct the action scenes. They don't direct several other things. A lot of that stuff's already thought of, and then they change it in the last second. We hear that from the VFX houses. They're so pissed because in the 11th hour they go, oh well, we've completely changed the script and we now need this, and you need to do it with the same budget that we've already paid you, so you get less quality.
Yeah,
so
I don't think it's laziness.
Reasons.
I don't think it's laziness. I think that the VFX studios are overwhelmed
Yeah.
and they're crunched for time, and they're getting, when it used to be, okay, we've got 300, 400, 500 shots that are going to require actual visual effects in a given movie. Now you're at like 40,000 shots. And it's like every single bit of every single frame of fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania requires insane visual effects, and they don't give them the time required to get it done. So they're sitting there trying to pump that shit out, and they just don't have the time to actually do it.
Yep.
No. And there's a couple of good videos out there. I forgot who made them. Sorry. Covering like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean and how that was kind of peak CG.
Oh yeah.
And it's because they didn't try to make it too real, essentially. And they're making a lot of mistakes in lighting, and it's just being rushed at this point. But if you look at Gollum from 20 years ago, if you look at Creature from Harry Potter, especially that one scene in Deathly Hallows Part, was it 1 or 2? Can't even remember now. But it looks so much better than any Part 1 than anything today, and it's become a giant crush.
Well, just look at the
oil coming out
from District 9 was amazing.
Oil coming out of a container is something you do not need to CGI.
Yeah,
no, you don't.
CGI the floor, that's fine, but the actual oil they pierce the oil with a container with a bullet, and you can it doesn't even have the weight of water. It looks like it looks like CG from 20 years ago.
It looks like early
Gary,
draft.
not with these oil prices.
I'm at a point. I just don't
just do more VFX on top of it to make it look better, and they just stop at the first draft. They go, all right, that's good, go.
I'm at a point now where the lower the budget, the almost more excited I am to see the movie at this point.
Yes,
absolutely.
You're not wrong. You're
Yeah,
not wrong.
because-
Like Madam Web.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm really excited for that. But no,
When's
like
that out?
there's-
Is that next week?
Valentine's Day, baby.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh god!
Go get a hot date, and if you wanted to break up with you, take her to Madam Web. Yeah.
If you don't want to get blown on Valentine's Day, take it to Madam Web.
We're gonna go see Madam Web.
Do you want your girlfriend mad at you?
We have to watch
Boys'
that.
night out on Valentine's Day. Go see Madam Web. Sorry, Chrissy.
Do we have to watch that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ha, 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 ha.
Chris, like, do we have to? Chris, that looks like a movie that's got Chrissy written all over. She's like,
Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna be the one that puts in the chat. I actually like this.
Yeah.
I would rather be Ryan and turn 50.
I thought it
than
was
watch
kind of
this
heartwarming to see how all those women found themselves like that. It was okay. I liked it.
Empowering. I want you to use the word empowering when you like it. Please do. So you look at the schedule before Dune. By the way, I hope you got your tickets to Dune 2 early. There is a Wednesday IMAX screening on the Wednesday before it comes out. There might still be tickets available.
There's a Sunday IMAX screening on February 25th that I'm going to.
Who cares about the tickets? I got my popcorn bucket. I'm good.
I don't even need to go to the theater, man.
And that popcorn bucket has 2 holes in it. It's awesome. Yeah.
I'm a fuck it.
I'm gonna fuck that popcorn.
I look forward to your future ER visit.
Like the jokes. Like,
It's a trap, man.
I see you got popcorn in a bucket. Would you like some butter?
Yeah, give me extra butter, please.
Yeah. Keep it coming.
I forgot my lube in the nightstand.
God.
Oh yeah. Before Dune, there's nothing. There's Madam Web. There's Dune. Wait.
You know who's like really fucking suffering is the fucking theaters.
Theaters
Like the studios aren't putting a lot out, so they're not going to get a lot of money back, but they're also not losing as much money as they normally would. Theaters are fucked. Like it doesn't matter to a theater how much budget was spent on something, or even if a movie's losing money, right? Say movie goes way over budget, but they still make $500-600 million at the box office, maybe break even for the studio or whatever.
Yep.
Theater doesn't care. The theater gets the same amount of money from every person that goes and gets a ticket. They are fucked right now. January has been miserable. February is going to be miserable for them too.
Remember, it's always fuck you. It's January.
Yeah.
Oh no, but there's. Well, I broke it down in the last video that the amount of movies, the amount of tentpole releases, wide releases, this year is down 50%. So last year there were, say there was like 8 movies released in January. There's 4 released this year. Wide release. I think it's like 2, to be honest with you.
Hey, they're doing a 40th anniversary of Dune. Nice.
On February 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Guys, sorry. Amazon have gone crazy. I ordered an X-Men 97 Storm. Okay. And it just arrived from Amazon. I'm not even kidding here. And here it is. The political correctness has gone mad.
Oh, you mean your Amazon worker picked something wrong? What a shock.
No, it didn't pick something wrong. It's got Storm. Look.
Yeah, it's got the wrong
dude, you know what, dude?
That's a collector's right there.
Different heads.
This is a Stone Cold collector's piece right here.
You know what?
Holy shit.
That 4-year-old girl in China who was chained to her table making that should be reprimanded.
I hope she threw herself out of a window and there was no net to catch her from Apple.
No, you better hope that that's the only one she fucked up, because then it'll actually be valuable.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm immediately going to get an acrylic case.
$15 instead of $12.
If that child slave made 20,000 like that ain't worth shit.
DM chat, email me your bids, please. Thank you.
I was just looking at the Dune tickets for real. They really are going.
They are going fast. Yes.
I have to buy them right now because I was like, damn.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to sit.
They are actually selling out for summer. You know what? And I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure, like how well it's going to do.
Yeah, it's hard.
Aren't you almost going to have a baby or something then, Chrissy? Did you have to buy another ticket just in case or what?
This is end of February. Oh. Okay. If I break my water on the floor, it's dark in there. They won't see.
And you don't have to clean it up, so that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Theater floor.
I'll aim towards the popcorn bowl.
Yeah, the theaters are screwed because even with just Dune, say Dune's a massive hit, it's still not gonna help at all because we don't have our first like real wide releases. I don't think there's a big schedule until June.
Deadpool comes out in May, yeah,
like end of May, June. That's it.
Despicable Me 4. When does that come out? Sometime in the summer, probably.
You got to go down a little further.
Gary, well, we've shot a bit on the MCU and everything.
A little bit.
I've just put a link in the private chat. You need to play that. This'll turn the audience around.
Oh, I can't wait for the American Society of Magical
Negroes.
Yeah, that'll be out in March, but we're the only ones who'll be watching that.
I'll be laughing uproariously all throughout.
Yeah.
White people are bad.
Like, I got a comment on one of my videos about that.
It didn't come out on Black History Month. Sorry, Ryan, but what a missed opportunity. It seems like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they're late as usual.
Wow.
Yes. So I had a comment on my video from a while ago. It's like, you said Negro like 12 times this video. I'm like, yeah, it's the name of the fucking movie. Like, what am I supposed to do?
That opportunity. Come on.
Yeah, it's not my fault if I just
feel you're new here without telling me you're new here.
Did you see that interview with the lead actor from that movie, basically saying that white people can't say the title of the movie?
Yeah, we can.
Oh wow.
Well, specifically, I don't know if it was the actor or the director or somebody, but they were talking about one of the reasons we made this was to make people understand how uncomfortable black people feel all the time. And and we've already accomplished that just with the title, because white people feel uncomfortable saying it. I'm like, I don't.
No, I love it.
I know. I don't give a shit.
I can't say it enough. American Society of Magical Negroes.
I just think
it's not derogatory. Why would it make people uncomfortable?
Exactly.
I could do this all day.
Oh, you know what? I would love to sit down on the business meeting with all the people not saying it. Who are paying for the movie, who are actually paying for the fucking movie, and they won't say it. It's so good.
Well, I can't wait for the show reviewers to do their YouTube videos and see how they deal with it. How they say it. That's gonna be.
Oh, they're gonna call it American Society.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, neither am I.
Luckily, I have a black friend named Ryan Kennel, so I basically, I get to see Black Panther 2 opening weekend, all of these things. So it's nice to have a black friend.
Yeah, you got the Ryan pass.
That's right.
Oh
right.
God, yeah.
Well, you guys shut down.
That's more than just one word.
You guys shut down my suggestion for a meetup at Universal, but whatever.
That would be too busy.
Oh yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Oh, there's Terry.
Look at that
Oh my god.
X-Ray Girls got the model.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
I'm liking that you shifted over to like the 20-year younger version of me.
That's really cool looking.
We see awesome. Robert Downey Jr. is in his 50s, Gary, so they had to de-age him by 20. Yeah.
He's just a little bit older than I am, just a tad.
I would need a garbage bag to get that look right now.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised we didn't cross paths in prison. When did he go to prison, though? I can't remember.
2001-ish,
Oh,
2002.
okay. Way after me. Way after. That was cool. That was cool as hell.
Yeah,
Who did that? Oh, oh my God.
I want to see Ever 3.
What?
I want to see Ever 3.
Oh, 5.
Oh.
I thought Az was
having a stroke.
No, Az is always.
The camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time.
He's always just randomly changing the subject. Like, look at my action figure when we're in the middle of,
Well, because I was just late. Like, unlike Chrissy, I was just late. And,
look at my
Amazon Storm. My new collector.
It'd be funny if one of the faces was black. That you
there was a time where a card like that.
Gary, are we supposed to tell everybody?
That would be great.
Are we supposed to tell everybody now about the new owner of Friday Night Tights, or are we just gonna?
Yeah, I think we should.
Ryan, if there was a Justin Trudeau action figure, one would come with a separate
My God, that'd be hilarious.
That would be fun.
So Infowars
broke. Voted for Justin Trudeau, X-Ray Girl. We remember, and we won't let you forget. He was cute. He looks like a ski instructor. Oh, he's a communist, son of Fidel Castro. Whoops. Oops.
As a Chinese person, that could be hot.
Yeah. Infowars broke
kidding.
the story. Infowars broke the story. Jeremy from the Quartering is actually the owner of Friday Night Tights, the creator of Friday Night Tights.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Alex had Jeremy on, and Alex was talking to Jeremy about Friday Night Tights the whole time.
I just love the way that the people that go, I watch you all the time. I love you guys. I watch all your channels. Hasn't got a fucking clue about any of us because they're full of fucking shit. Okay.
And Jeremy from the Quarter, he's just like, yeah.
Just like, to be fair, like that is the first time they met was on FNT.
It is.
Quartering was here on FNT. So there is that.
It's
yeah.
so funny.
Really funny. We don't expect them. They're not all going to be like, well, you and I, as watch fucking everything. I watch everything. So I don't expect that. But that was freaking hilarious. Do we have the clip? We have to have the clip.
To be fair, I guarantee
Jeremy was setting up a clip.
Well, I don't have the clip.
Oh, you don't have the clip?
To be
But
fair,
Wow,
I guarantee Alex Jones keeps up
I'll
with more
defend
than
you.
all of us
Jeremy
combined.
could have provided it.
Alex Jones keeps up with more than all of us combined, though. It's just not in our sphere. That's
No, you know what I started doing is
Not even on this dimensional plane.
I went really old school with some of my notes, especially with my last video, and I printed everything out like he does, and I had it laid out on my desk. I wasn't, had my little highlighter pen out. So I was actually writing words with a pen on a piece of paper. Do people even do that anymore?
No.
Yeah.
You know, like one thing I've realized, I don't know how to spell anything anymore.
I don't either.
because of autocorrect on either phone or computer. Like I don't know how to spell shit. Like when I'm writing things down on a paper and like it doesn't just automatically switch it for me. Like the mistake I always make, I'm fucked now. It's
if I can read it, it's fine. If people will need a cipher someday if they ever want to. I don't know why you want to try to read my notes. They're pretty stupid. But like Alex always has everything printed out all over his desk, and he's got like a book every show of stuff printed out on his desk. You can't find the clip?
No.
I mean, I guess I'll fucking do it.
I'm looking.
Let's do it live. Let's do it live.
We don't have enough people that work specifically as producers on this show.
I only have the clip because I honestly screen recorded this like before I even saw Jeremy's tweet. But I thought it was funny listening to it. So here we go right here. Sharing my screen. Here it is right here.
The shot. I'm going to air a little bit of the intro from Friday Night Lights. No, it's Friday Night. I'm doing a pun on Friday Night Lights and Friday Night Tides. And so we're going to do that.
No, you just missed it, Alex. It's okay.
X, The Quartering, Rumble, The Quartering. He's been a big friend of mine. Even though I barely even knew him until I was on the show a few years ago. When I was
he's referencing when it came on FNT. And
it's easy to mix me in the quartering up or Jeremy in the quartering up. It's like,
Alex, why have you sent this email saying, why isn't the quartering been on for the last 300 episodes?
It's easy to mix this up. Okay, one doesn't make any videos. One makes 4 videos a day that you have to watch on double speed, and I make 5 videos a month. It's really easy to mix this up.
Look, I didn't know until his channel was under attack, and we've been friends ever since.
I'm just kidding, Jeremy.
Freaking Alex, man.
I'm not going to tell what's Jeremy I'm kidding to, though.
Who fucking cares?
Okay.
Just tell the truth.
We're all
fucking retarded.
You should have heard all the negative things me and Jeremy said to each other when we was on the phone talking about Alex not knowing who either one of us was apparently.
That's hilarious.
Well, he kept confusing me with Rob Zombie, which I thought was pretty funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
Alex is the best, though. Shout out to Alex.
Alex is funny. So, what do we got next? Oh, we got to do the Suicide Squad thing.
Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad kill Rocksteady.
Yeah. Sweet Baby kills Rocksteady.
The Suicide Squad committed suicide.
DI killed Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is what is the name of that company? Sweet Baby
Sweet
Tooth?
Baby Inc.
Inc. Why did I say tooth? Oh, Sweet Tooth. That's right. Are they involved in this?
Yes.
They are.
Yes, they are.
I am shocked.
I actually had a little bit of a response to one of their employees who decided to tweet out yesterday. I can tell you what they tweeted out if you like.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Of course, it's everybody else's fault. So they tweeted out, am I blocked yet? No, excellent. Working in, this is Chris Kindred, narrative designer, Sweet Baby Inc. Working in / around AAA is fun because there'll be people dedicated to making right-wing conspiracies about your job, and that's *normal. So I responded with, nah, you just write utter dog shit, and your company's a massive grift / hustle to current day Western video games. #Sweet Baby Stink.
Well,
what a fall, man. They made Arkham, the Arkham series, which was, if you didn't know, being a Batman fan and a video game player, there were no good Batman games. for like
100%.
decades.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like Garrett, we can only see your hand as you're speaking.
That's fine.
Okay.
You can see a quarter.
We
of
can
you.
only see a quarter of you. Ah!
Ah!
When that game came out, it was phenomenal, right? It came out of nowhere. Batman finally has a great game, and then they made 3 great games in a row. I don't know what the hell happened between now and then, but
social justice
happened.
Well, yeah,
we actually do.
It's rhetorical.
We've kind of been talking.
I know.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
So, y'all want to watch some?
I'd made this point before. We were talking about this the other day, but like I think that this decision that they've made is we mentioned this on Daily the other day, is similar, if not even worse than the situation with Joel and Last of Us 2. It's obviously probably worse because it's Batman, and then you add the Kevin Conroy element into it. The difference is
last thing he did before he died too.
Right.
And it's not just Batman; it's Batman, Superman.
Right, and it's the Arkham Batman, which is one of the best versions of Batman we've ever seen. And then the only difference is that Naughty Dog struck down channels, whereas Rocksteady's not. You know what I mean? So yeah. All of us here, or half of us here, got struck by Naughty Dog. So by the way, fuck Naughty Dog. But in terms of just the overall decision, it's even worse than Joel at this point. What they've done.
Well,
yeah. Well, I mean,
imagine killing Joel and then pissing on his corpse, because that's what they did in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Beaming at Superman's feet.
Why?
By the way, can you just pause it for a second? That statue is the statue that was erected in Superman's honor after he died, saving the fucking world from Doomsday. Just saying.
Yeah. He's white though, so who cares?
Fuck that fucking toxic male and all that.
Love makes it work and pleasure. You think you're a team now? You're herd animals, dependent on someone else to survive. Like you, Harkness. An illiterate alcoholic who's desperate for the spotlight.
And Floyd's a deadbeat dad. Sharky's a freak who'll never be a real boy, and I'm... What was it? Oh, yeah. I never was too bright. Get some new material, jerk off. You know, Joker used to be real good at hurting people with words. But you...
Words of violence.
Even when you're evil, you're still too good. You had a good run, Brucey. Flying around Gotham, punching bad guys, clean up the streets, causing long-term mental and emotional damage to everyone you knew.
God.
Oh, is this over yet?
No.
More monologue.
Her superpower is nagging.
Argyle, the last hour and a half of Argyle, by the way.
You can just feel the SJW writing,
hate,
like it's just the hate for Batman,
feel the hate
and trying
for
to
traditional heroes and Batman. You're right.
Trying to cement Harley Quinn as the main character now. Like
have you seen the dossiers on these characters for the game?
Oh yeah, toxic masculinity.
Yeah, toxic masculinity. Jon Stewart is one of the good guys. The poor fucking hell.
How much did this game cost to make?
Oh God! I mean, I wouldn't know the budget.
million?
It's going to be insane. It's going to have an insane budget because these games are incredibly detailed and expensive. So I don't know the budget on this game.
It's got
probably 2 or 250 million.
I'd say between 175
They're about
million
the price
to
of
about
an
250
MCU
million.
movie these days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, me at the end. Hobbits!
Are we done with your bad stand-up routine?
Oh, man. But you always gotta end on your best joke.
Chrissy's having like PTSD.
Oh God! At that point, I'd just shoot me.
Yeah, just look the dead eyes of the character, just to symbolize the dead eyes of all the fucking people.
Who?
So apparently, a lot of the people are requesting refunds after getting their
Oh
pre-order.
yeah!
What a shocker!
Well, turns out that the game's not just a really badly written story; it's also a buggy mess.
Yeah.
So big surprise.
That was like the main thing, right? When we first saw the concept for the game and the first trailer they showed, people were like, okay, live action, the combat looks really fucking repetitive and weird. The mobility doesn't I don't understand why the characters are moving like this. So there's a lot of things that people were very hesitant about the game, but it's like, okay, Rocksteady, they've given us a lot of fucking good Batman games. Like, we'll see what happens. This is still in the Arkham universe. And yes, in a game called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I do expect the Suicide Squad to kill the Justice League.
Yes.
And I don't necessarily expect them to be the most stand-up of people. However, when it's been advertised as Kevin Conroy's last appearance, when this is an Arkham universe Batman who we've seen go through so much shit, the decision they made to treat him as disrespectfully as they did with the fact that Kevin Conroy died and everything, it's pissing so many fucking people off.
And it's also timing, right? Like this isn't a new concept. There was Punisher kills the Marvel universe. There's shit like this that happens. But when you have Punisher kill the Marvel universe, the Marvel universe was popular and people knew it was outside it. He's not really killing, the Marvel universe, but like DC's not a strong brand right now. I'm not going out on a limb by saying it's not a very strong brand. You've had good. What you did is just fucked up your good solo Batman game. You've never had a good solo Superman game. You've never had a good solo Flash game, and you never had a good solo Green Lantern game. And now in one of your biggest releases, you're killing a bunch of people who haven't played a ton of in a game. I'm sure they've been part of other games, but they haven't had their own solo game. They weren't established. Plus the movies are sucking. Plus the comics absolutely fucking suck.
Yeah.
DC is dead company. So to come out with this kind of timing when your source material is literally got a couple of years to live, 5 years to live. They won't be producing new DC comics in a decade. They just won't be.
I was hoping for like an ultra modern take on the Suicide Squad, and everyone there could just be a bunch of gender affirming like teachers, doctors, and therapists.
Totally.
See, I thought it made more sense to just make
Suicide Squad.
I thought it made more sense to just make them all transgender. So
Help you commit suicide squad.
Would it be ironic if it was the Suicide Squad and they did what Chrissy did, and then every few minutes one of them just killed themselves?
It'd be more accurate.
Yeah, it's like when you decide to choose who your player is, there's a 43% chance that they just immediately
Keep your hands clean.
It's part of the game.
Every time you shoot your gun, you got a 43% chance of killing
No,
yourself.
get another surgery. You look great.
Like a Canadian activist comes up to you and asks if you want help killing yourself,
That game is just called Canada.
Yeah. Would you like us to bring the maid in? Oh, no.
This just in, Justin Trudeau suing the Suicide Squad for copyright infringement.
Escape from Canada needs to be a game. It does.
Escape from Planet Earth needs to
It's
be a
just
game.
real
mate.
life for me, okay?
Oh.
They don't show us Wang in this, do they?
No.
And so the Flash
You just
has
hear it.
expired. He saved our lives, yet we ended his. As honorable warriors, we will show proper respect to this fallen hero by
Show a little class, man. Holy shit. Congratulations.
Oh, God.
What the?
Makes sense. The gods have cursed you in every other way.
That's
funny.
Fuck that.
Yeah, well, I saw it, all right.
The smirk.
Look at that
Oh,
fucking
smirk.
That's a face you could fucking slap fucking 7 ways from Sunday.
Screen cap that. That is SJW comic books
101.
personified right there. Personified.
Yep. Jeez.
And it's a big shock that not even Batman is selling comic book wise. I mean, Razorfist tweeted out, and I completely agree with them. They don't have a decade left. They don't.
No, God, no. It'll be licensed out. Within 5 years.
It'll
And
be
DC
greatly
will be
reduced and
DC will be the first to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Damn.
No,
Because
it's
it doesn't. Yeah.
Sad reality of social.
It's not sad. It's not sad because it's self-inflicted gunshot wounds to the head.
Yeah, there's a point where it's like it's sad what's happened to our hobby. I get it, but like it's not like the fans did not try to warn them. This has been going on since 2017, 2016, with the outcry, and
earlier.
And it won't be sad when we see Mags Vesaccio having
somebody
to go.
43%, 43%.
There's a place on the tenderloin where you can make a few bucks.
Do you know why there is such a demand or a leaning towards nostalgia right now? Is it because it's because everything today is shit. That's why. That's why nostalgia is such a big thing and a big hook for others. It's because people are just desperate for stuff that was once upon a time good and fun. When you're not providing good, fun entertainment for people, they pine for a time when it was good and fun. This is why everything, in everything, oh yeah, let's bring sequels and prequels and reboots, because it's the only thing that Hollywood, in terms of film, understand that people can potentially gravitate towards, even though they'll fucking current day the bullshit and it'll be absolute dog shit. But that's the only reason. There's no originality. In video game, it's safe now. It's small investment for large return on microtransactions. It's annual franchises. It's the same fucking safe. Oh, we'll just stick with this. There's no innovation anymore. No innovation in video games, and that's why you got to love people like Hideo Kojima trying to do something fucking different with things like Death Stranding. There's no innovation in film whatsoever. We've got this absolute fucking fecal matter of an MCU right now. They're just shitting and pissing stuff on the Disney network. We're making money just laughing at this shit. The audience are watching this laughing at this shit. Nobody gives a flying fuck. And they're all there scratching their asses going, oh, you're a bunch of toxic fucking white males. Oh, you're a bunch of fucking racists. Criticizing somebody who's dog shit isn't racism. You're dog shit. You make dog shit. You make dog shit for fucking window lickers who aren't even buying your product. Everything. You're not just shooting yourself in the head. You're dropping fucking nukes. You're dropping nukes on yourself, and then you turn around and go, why would you bomb us? Why would you bomb us? If you don't want people to fall into the nostalgia trap because there's nothing to fucking watch, nothing interesting, create something new. But the people who are there can't because they're not talented enough. The POCs and all fucking acronyms and other God knows what names we attach to them. But one thing they're not is fucking talented. Great. You stick your dick in a mother man's ass. How does that make you a good writer? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, you got a vagina. Congratulations. How does that make you a good writer? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, look, the pigmentation of your skin is XYZ. Are you a good writer now? No, you're not. You're fucking dog shit. Can we just get some fucking people of talent in this industry? Can we get some fucking original ideas going? Can we get something new going? Maybe then we won't fucking gravitate towards this endless fucking quagmire of crap nostalgia. Fake nostalgia.
Say it as. Say it. Say it. Say it as. You're boring.
You are
Azran.
not that interesting.
You're boring. It's my favorite thing ever, dude. I love it so much. No one can say the word boring without me thinking about as. Now, it doesn't matter what context you're using it.
You're boring.
Why does the clip always move?
We'll click it. What are you looking for?
Clip.
The fuck you guys talking about?
I'm just gonna
You
go.
look goofy.
There it is.
The one that's labeled boring in all caps.
Wow. Who would have thunk it?
I know. I named it that too. I still couldn't find it.
Maybe Mr. Bean's gay lover can use that in another video. Sorry, I mean act, man. My bad.
And like the interesting thing about the whole Kevin Conroy shit is, in a desperate attempt to do damage control, an insider was like, by the way, even though we advertise this as Kevin Conroy's last performance, it's not actually his last. He's going to be, voicing, characters again in the Cape Crusader and also in like Christ on Infinite Earths Part 3 or some shit. The problem with that is that might not be fucking true. Because Bruce Timm already came out and said, yeah, I see there's a rumor out, a report that says that. That's not the case. We wanted him to record something, but he passed away before he was able to. So he's not going to be in Cape Crusader.
Well, that's his last video game appearance.
100% it is.
That's his last video game appearance. And not only that, they are trying to say that this is the continuity of the Batman Arkham games. So this is the way that the Batman Arkham games allegedly ends. Hey, Sweet Baby Ink, go fuck yourself. You are a bunch of fucking race hustling, fucking ideologue pieces of fucking shit. There's nothing right wing about it. You're all a bunch of talentless fucking. See you next Tuesdays. There you go, Gary. Didn't fucking demonetize the show.
At this point, what does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
But it's true. And, like, also, like Batman also, I'm pretty sure, killed off the entire Bat family before this happened.
He killed Robin and stuff. Yeah.
Like, fuck, man,
dude. It's like you know what? How can we fuck up even more? The fact that this got by so many people and went into production and they thought this was okay to put out just shows how clueless they are, dude.
Yeah, no, I was about to ask, how did this get made? I mean, this is ridiculous.
I'll tell you, because this didn't get past anybody. They all cheered it on from the start.
Yes.
There was nothing to get past. They were all there fucking clapping. Oh, yeah, we're going to kill them all those heroes, all those toxic white men. Oh, yeah. We're gonna
hey, hold on. They killed a black man, too.
Yeah, but he's one of the good guys.
Yeah, he's a cop,
Why do
so
you
he
just
might as
call
well
him
be
fucking
white.
Uncle Tom, for fuck's sake? Fucking hell, you might as well. Jesus, what is one of the good ones?
So,
fuck me, man.
How much did this game? We don't know what the budget was. I looked. It's probably like $250 million. And is it a $70 game?
Yes.
It is
with microtransactions from day one,
and microtransactions
and a battle pass as well on top.
Yeah.
So how much does that make it? What's the total price?
I mean,
average it out for me.
Lots.
Pretend I'm not a professional gamer.
Just $70. Just say it's $70 fucking dollars.
$70 is the easy way to do it because the majority of people are going to all buy the game at $70, and then you've got other add-ons with DLCs and battle pass, all this bullshit. So, but $75 is the way. That's the easy way to cover it right there. But you are a professional gamer, so we don't have to tell you this, Gary. We don't have to tell you this.
I mean, I knew this. This is for the audience. For the people who don't know in the audience, it's just not for me at all.
Yeah. It's really good. It's really good that you see what other streamer that's the biggest gamer on YouTube thinks about the audience from that perspective. Gary's like, talk to me like I don't know video games, guys. Humbles himself.
I know, right?
Incredible.
He's been playing The Witcher for like over a year and a half.
Yeah.
He loves it so much.
I love it so much. I chased a goat for 2 hours. And burned my own horse over and over again.
Chasing the goat. Isn't that what Dan Vasquez doing right now on YouTube? Chasing the goat because he's not going to win. So shout out to Dan Vasquez.
Dan called me ugly last night, so fuck him. Subscribe to Nerdrotic.
Dan Vasquez is my favorite gay streamer. Gay singer, gay gamer.
He's a POB.
Yeah.
A person of Brazilian.
Person with the Brazilian?
Wait, probably.
Oh,
wow. I can see some manscaping going on there.
George R.R. Martin. Let's go to George R.R. Martin, ladies and gentlemen. Way back in the day.
Is he still not making a book?
I used to cover Game of Thrones. There used to be a show called Game of Thrones. Started out pretty good. Ended pretty bad. Did some live streams. I've read the books multiple times. Ryan has read the books multiple times. We've covered House of the Dragon. We're pretty happy with this. But you know what? I give it all up if he'd just finish his damn books. Well, George took to his not a blog. Yeah, there's too much stuff in there.
What'd you pull up? Is it porn?
No.
Okay.
It's just like a gazillion.
I was gonna say, let's definitely pull that up. So see what's going on there. If you're wondering, everyone in the audience, since we're like 2 hours in, we might let you know that we're live early. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. It's MegaCon weekend, and Gary traveling. We're all traveling. Everybody's here in Orlando. It's going to be awesome. So we will be at MegaCon tomorrow. And we will have our panel. The panel will be the Geeks and Gamers Friday Night Tights panel. We'll have Gary, myself, Ryan, Critical Drinker, and Young Ripa. And should have a great audience. Like I said, we initially had a 300-person room. And then when Gary and Drinker When we got them, it's like, I don't know, like we may not fill because the next room is like 700 or 800 people. So we may not fill the second room, but it doesn't matter. It's about not shutting anybody out. And that's what we're worried about. So we're happy that it looks like we're gonna get everybody in. And then we have the meetup at City Walk tomorrow night, City Walk Universal. So if you have not RSVP for that over on geeksandgamers.com, I'm sure the mods will be able to drop links, and just let us know you're coming out there, because we do have limited space there for the most part. There is a lot of overflow space, but I need to let Universal know like how many people we're expecting, so they can make sure they're properly staffed and everything like that. So it's going to be good. And we will be live streaming the panel on the Geeks and Gamers main channel. We'll be live streaming a lot over there. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So there we go.
So just in case you're curious out there, it has been 4,588 days since the release of A Dance with Dragons, the last new book in the A Song of Ice and Fire series. Now, certainly he has released some novellas, short stories, histories what are essentially Westerosi Wikipedia articles that they based House of the Dragon on. It's a fake historical outline, but he hasn't written a book with characterization and dialogue that moves the plot of the story forward, the one that he set up, the one this entire world is centered around. He has not written a new book in over a decade. And he doesn't want to finish this book, and he doesn't want to be honest with his fans, with the audience, with the people, with the publisher, with the people who bought into it. And maybe just get a ghostwriter, get somebody to help him, because he's obviously stuck. If you read the last two books, they tend to meander a little bit. I like them, but man, they're not as tight as the first three books. But George always seems to find time to talk about other stuff. And this is pretty much repeating the same things he has said in the last couple of years.
It's kind of like when you start to
mute.
Yeah. So when you start to listen to, or when you start to read this shit, it's all excuses. Feel bad for me. I want to kill myself. Life doesn't feel like living anymore. There's so many bad things going on in the world. I just don't feel motivated to do anything right now. That's how his entire fucking blog starts out. It's insane.
Yep.
And it's, again, I can have some level of sympathy for someone like George R.R. Martin, who started out writing this thing, who isn't a quick writer as it starts with, who probably feels under an immense amount of pressure with how badly received Game of Thrones season 7 and 8 were, how gypped people feel, how angry they are. And now they even believe more than ever that George is going to do it right. And he's going to give us this masterpiece, this perfect ending. There's a lot of fucking pressure, but it has been a long fucking time. And it would be one thing if he just didn't say anything, but it's always excuse after excuse, and willing to talk about anything and do anything else in the world other than write your fucking book.
Sounds like he watches the show.
Well, I've told the story before. I did get to meet him. And out of there was 9 or 10 people. He shook everybody's hand except for mine.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Did you shower that day, Gary?
Yeah, I shower every day.
Dude, that reminds me of when we years ago we were at Fox News Studios, and with Jay, it was me, Jay, and Krista, and we were just touring, and Neil Cavuto was on set, and Jay was all excited to meet Neil Cavuto. Jay's like 6'5". I'm standing in the hallway with Krista. Neil Cavuto comes limping along, slowly, and Jay's like standing there with his hand out. Neil Cavuto just walks right past him, acknowledges me and Krista, and Jay's just standing there with his hand out with a goofy look. At first it went from a smile, then it just turned to a frown, and he still had his hand out.
So I was on at the time it was Hulu Studios, which are the Fox Studios. I was invited there to just take a look at the set of the Orville, right? So I'm walking around the set of the Orville, and with one of the producers, who's a cool dude named Tom Constantino. And he's like, yeah, George is going to be here too. I'm all, and it was, I guess it was accidental or something. So I'm like, George has a posse of 9 people. By the way, he's in a chair it's a motorized chair. So he's all, and he's got 9 people around him, which he calls his minions. 2 of them were really cool. I hung out and talked with them as we're going through, and at the end, everybody's lined up to shake George's hand, and he skips me and goes right to the next person. So it's not like I was at the end and he forget. I was in the middle, and he goes shake hand, shake hand, shake hand, shake hand, shake hand.
Holy shit!
Oh, okay, all right, okay, fair enough. It's all good.
Yeah, he knows who you are.
So,
Wow.
George uses the word anti-fan, by the way. George used to be a fan, like a hardcore fan. He's not a fan anymore. No, he works in the system. And as Ryan mentioned, he's like worked his way up. He worked in television. He wasn't super rich for a long time. It wasn't until, probably like season 3 or 4 of Game of Thrones when he started making lots of money and was able to buy a choo-choo train and a movie theater and, a Robbie the robot. And, he's got no kids. And get really distracted.
Which is like, hey, cool.
Cool. Enjoy
something
it.
you built makes you money. That's awesome. You're doing things you want to do, but also finish the fucking book.
Yeah, and maybe he just wants to like retire and enjoy life. It's like, okay, then what? He's got like
they have terms for this.
He's got proteges that can finish the damn book. I'm sure like other people could like help him finish the damn book. For one, authors would kill to be in this position to have people clamoring for your next book. That's what they dream of. And this guy's like, meh. So that's how it comes off. That's whether he feels that way or not, it comes off like he just doesn't give a fuck. And
it comes off as he's just making excuse after excuse and wants you to feel bad for him. And like, again, I just laid out, like, I can have some sympathy for like the position and wanting to finish something, but being scared of like the pressure. Like I get a lot of it, but if that's the case, then just say I'm not working on it anymore. Just be honest with everybody. Just be straight up, because there's going to be a lot of people that will be mad if that's the case, but it will stop putting the expectation out there that you're ever actually going to finish this thing.
Yeah. Well, he's not. He's not going to finish Wins a Winner. He's not going to finish Dream of Spring.
And I think he knows that. I think he knows that his legacy is more intact if he never wrote a fucking single thing than it would be if he put out a bad book and people didn't like the ending. There's always there's always the question out there of what it would or not be. So I think that's
or John
he's comfortable doing this.
Bleeding out outside the wall forever.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ghost just running around with Jon Solo in him.
Yeah, Daenerys is going to be out in the Dothraki Sea, menstruating forever. That's where it ended. Yeah,
eventually she'll actually be of age.
Right.
Maybe that's what he's waiting for.
So George R. R. Martin says anti-fans rules social media and dance on the graves of movies that flop. Now is this new? It's rolling around like it's new.
February
2nd. He was saying that around the Marvel, so I don't know if it's or maybe he put it in his blog, right?
It was a late January blog post, I think.
But he said something like that earlier, so he's just repeating himself. Okay, that's good. It used to be fun talking about other favorite films. George, there's never been a day where fans didn't talk about movies that absolutely okay, not a single fucking day. It's been books that suck, comics that sucked. It's been around since the beginning of fandom.
Not fucking new.
History of the World Part 1 did it best with the first critic who pisses on the guy's grave art. That's it. That's fandom. So it's always been. Dude, back in the pulp days, you should see the letters that are written to each other. They're fucking spicy as hell, man.
Dude, it's not about making mistakes. It's about how do you respond to the mistakes? How do you deal with it as a company? And how do you deal with the fans? This is not complicated at all. It really isn't. And what is, I mean, there's a lot of franchises right now that are thriving and there's a lot of franchises that are suffering. And if you look at how the reaction goes, and, I brought this up about a month ago with the most popular game right now, like at least for the last several years, has been Fortnite. And they had a huge controversy about a month and a half ago. It was pretty big. Guess what they did? They acknowledged it and they fixed it. And it's over. It's over. It's done. Nobody's even fucking talking about it anymore. And then you have Star Wars that are still 2024. Star Wars still calling people racist and sexist for not liking their fucking movies.
Can I start calling them fat?
Oh fuck, dude.
Yes. And and they still wonder, like, what's going on? What's the point?
It's unbelievable.
Calling our fans racist and sexist, and they don't buy our stuff
I do
anymore. I
not
can't figure it out.
understand that mentality. Like, just be honest with your customer base, and they will appreciate that.
Yeah, if George came out and very humbly said, you know, like, hey, I'm having, and he has before, and this one's really tough, but I'm going to focus on it, you know, and he's going to have to roll with the fact that he's been this late with the book, and he keeps on taking on other projects, and he is not a young, nimble man. Okay,
No, he's fat. He's unhealthy. He's gonna fucking die very soon.
I can hear
let's
you
just-
for fuck's sake.
And we don't want him to. We want George to live to 1,000, but he's just not, you know. And
specifically because that's how long it's going to take him to finish it.
Well,
Yeah,
I was also going to say, speak for yourself.
But like the first 5 or 6 paragraphs of this thing is about, with everything going on in Ukraine and Gaza and blah blah blah, and then he talks about like the impending threat of another Trump presidency, but he won't say his name.
But he won't talk about the president that got us into Ukraine and
so funny,
all
yeah.
that shit. Yeah,
That's the first half of the blog is about that and about how 2020, you know, I felt really bad in past years, but in 2023, I didn't even want to live anymore. Shit like
Good God.
Well, yeah, because
Send
you
me a
can't,
fucking
you
river.
can't fucking admit that your guy that you've been stumping for is a fucking nightmare. He's a zombie. He's not even. He's like, you can almost see the strings. Like we talk about it all the time. The puppet strings. You can almost see the puppet string. I think they might use puppet strings by the end. They might have to. It's like Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah,
we have right now. Things are fucking fantastic. God, 2019. It's such a great economy. I've heard such an awesome economy right now.
Yeah,
In 2019, where they had $9 billion films in 1 year, and they haven't been able to equal that since collectively. So here we go. George R. R. Martin wrote a bleak new post on his personal blog in which he shared that he had no interest reflecting on the last year because it was such a nightmare. If I said that to my sponsor, you know what? You know what my sponsor would say to me immediately? Sit your ass down and write a gratitude list. Because no year is overall good or bad. They're both pretty much the same. If you know, one might eke out another, but you still had good things happen. You still need to focus on those two. Write yourself a gratitude list because that's where people get mad. He doesn't sound very grateful. George doesn't sound very grateful.
No, he's a fucking arsehole. Shut the fuck up, right, or fuck off. I don't care.
From war in the
Ukraine,
Ukraine,
you stupid sad old fuck.
from war in the Ukraine and Gaza. Whose fault is that?
Martins.
To hate rising across America. Well, I mean, which hate is he talking about?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah.
Who's not perpetuated by?
Yeah, you mean from the mainstream media? I mean, I'd absolutely agree with you. Yes, there's
From
lots
the entertainment, from the media to the politics, everything.
Hey, George, remember the whole? Okay, I can't break this all down, but Ryan knows what I'm talking about. The sad puppy incident in science fiction and fantasy publishing, which was essentially the Gamergate of science fiction and public. Well, no, it doesn't involve a girl fucking 5 guys, but it's a customer movement, and it was basically some writers saw the SJW shit coming into science fiction and publishing. And by the way, it was way worse than it was in comic books. So he was part of the whole sad puppies thing, and he let that wolf in the door. And then during COVID, he did it was the Hugos. It was a science fiction award.
Yeah.
And he announces a winner and mispronounces a very difficult name to pronounce. And that bitch.
God damn it.
What was it? Highly organized.
It's time for your medicine.
So no, that bitch goes and accepts her awards. Except she's a first-time writer. It's her first fucking award, and she calls out the patriarchy and the racism of mispronouncing my fucking name. We played the video on this show, and they tried to cancel George over it. His own fucking people he gave jobs to, and people have a career because of him turned on him immediately for mispronouncing a fucking name.
Wow. That's fucking retarded.
I got no sympathy at that point. Martin wrote that it's ugly to experience the news. I agree. And even talk about it with people since this era of rational discourse seems to have ended. It's ended because of a lot of people that you gave careers to, George. So thanks.
It's ended because rational discourse is no longer allowed.
Yeah,
That's why it's ended. Because if we try to have rational discourse, we get called Nazis, racists, white supremacists, and all this fucking dog shit. So don't talk about fucking rational conversations or whatever.
As rational conversation is colonialism.
Oh, of course. It's a system of the patriarchal white fucking faggotry. I don't fucking give a fuck. It's all just fucking pathetic. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth, you stupid old cunt. Get in a fucking log cabin. Lock yourself away. Get on a diet. Get on a fucking treadmill. Fucking put some words on a paper and shut up.
Yeah, but what about about George? You talking to us or George?
Yeah.
I'm talking to me. I'm sorry. I'm talking to me.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm talking to myself. I'm sorry.
No, like multi-millionaire, owns a theater, started Meow Wolf, owns a choo-choo train, owns a Robbie the Robot, is producing multiple spin-offs at HBO, says this: I found I had no appetite for living through any of this again, Martin wrote. 2023 was a nightmare of a year for our world and the nation, and for me and mine. Now, he did have a lot of friends pass away. That is sad. That part is sad. Both professionally and personally, I am very glad it is over. Martin added that he tried to take solace where I can in Chocolate Thrones. How about writing your book? That's a great place to go to get solace.
It's actually a black gay porn parody of Game of Thrones, by the way.
Wow.
Thrones.
Is it a sequel to the 1992 sci-fi movie?
Yeah, it is. And also Vince McMahon makes a cameo.
What else in the books? In films and
Sorry, that's
television
Chocolate
shows.
Crowns. My bad.
Come out here, you rapist!
So even
It was me all along, Austin. It was me all along.
Martin added that he tried to take solace where I can in Chocolate Thrones, if somewhere else in books, but not writing one. In films and television shows, though even there, toxicity is growing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Toxicity.
Not the toxicity. You can't even say it like straight. You can't.
No.
Yeah.
Why? It automatically goes
Toxicity.
Yeah. I used to be fun talking about our favorite books and films. It sure did. It was fun, wasn't it, guys and gals?
Yep. Still pretty
Both
fun.
genders. I have spirited debates with fans who saw things different, Martin continued. But somehow, in this age of social media, it is no longer enough to say I did not like book X or film Y, and here's why. Now, social media is ruled by anti-fans who would rather talk about the stuff they hate than the stuff they love.
Okay, sorry. Hands up in the chat. Who owns Twitter?
Right.
Hands up in the chat. Who owns Facebook? Hands up in the chat. Who owns Threads? Hands up in the chat. Who owns Instagram? Okay, just asking.
Yep.
I was going to say, start producing things that we'll like again, and we'll start talking about things that we actually like. That's a start.
And delight and dancing on the graves of anyone whose film flops. It is also sad. Now, no one would dance on the graves of any of these films if, I don't know, they didn't go after the fans first.
Yes.
You protected Ezra Miller, who committed crimes across the damn country, assaulted women, apparently.
Around the world.
Thanks to him, but he's crushing lots of pussy. So he's him again.
He's an international criminal.
I have been saying since 2017, when I started to bitch about The Last Jedi, it's not about a bad movie. Bad movies happen all the time. It's about the fucking studio blamed the backlash on the fans and not the creatives behind it. We've seen bad movies forever. And sometimes there will be a debate around them, but when the studio blames the bad movie on the fans, that's where the problem comes into play. Yeah, that's where the problem is.
Yeah, or pre-blaming the failure of your property on the fans.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's being disingenuous. He's being purposely disingenuous. He's leaving out the context. Did anyone celebrate the flop of Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1? No. Because even if you didn't like the film here, I don't think anyone could debate the fact that Tom Cruise wanted to make a fun movie for people. So you don't. So there's nothing to dance on the grave about that film, but it didn't make its money back.
Nobody celebrated when Dredd didn't make the money at the box office and didn't get
No.
Dread's a great movie.
how great we talked about how much we loved it and we hoped it made more money, and unfortunately it didn't. No one celebrated that. It's just
he's been purposely disingenuous. That's why he can just go fuck himself. People like this can just go fuck themselves. It's their lives revolve around themselves. The way that he's put all this bullshit at the beginning where it's just so, oh, woe is fucking me. Shut the fuck up. You got one of the fucking greatest jobs, greatest lives on planet fucking Earth. Never mind anything else. And you just want to fucking have a cry about social media. Try getting off social media then and writing a fucking book. You know, I've got no sympathy for you. You fucking bullshit. You talk about, oh, it's so bad because we've got this going on and that going on. You're one of the people who's perpetuating it by being a disingenuous prick.
Yep.
So fuck off. Just fuck off, you turd.
Well, I think the other thing too.
Retire. Just say, do you know what? I'm done. Retire. I'm going to take all the money I've made from all these fucking things, and I'm just actually going to enjoy the final years of my life. You know, get off social media. Go on fucking holiday. Do whatever. Just shut up, though.
Hard
Stop
on you.
preaching to us. Fucking dickheads like this all over Hollywood. Preach. You should be like this. You should be like that. How about you should shut the fuck up? You got no fucking idea about living in reality. The fucking struggles that people do. Getting on the road, in fucking vans, in warehouses, in all of these fucking places, getting fucking minimum wage half the time just to get fucking by. And some privileged faggot like you comes on and you're just like, I've got my fucking billions and billions of dollars and all my fucking franchises and my life's so fucking, shut up. Fucking Hollywood, you're fucking, just can we just cut off Hollywood and fucking fire into space?
That would be lovely.
The day that Hollywood dies, the day that fucking California fucking dies, the world becomes such a better place. Immediately. Fuck off. Just fuck off, you fucking turd.
So like I said, if he was just like real and honest and said, listen, I've tried. I felt like I'd give it my best effort. I'm having a really hard time finishing this. I think I'm just done. There would be a lot of people who'd be upset, but at least that would be that. You wouldn't have the same thing asked. There wouldn't be people expecting it anymore. Just be real with everybody.
Yeah.
And it would be okay. The next day. And I've talked about in previous videos, it would be fine. There'll be some people who will be disappointed for 48 hours, but then it'll be done. And he can go on and be in semi-retirement and produce all his spinoffs and, maybe the people who worked on World of Ice and Fire, although I don't know if they can write, but maybe somebody else can just let somebody else finish it, George. Just give him a fucking outline. That's all you want to do anyway. Just do an outline. Martin knows a thing or two about contending with anti-fans on social media, given the extreme backlash that was met over the final season of HBO Game of Thrones. Well, I mean, it is his fault because he didn't finish the book, but he didn't write that show. And Dan and Dave broke off from him after season 4. So, which is based off of his ongoing series, blah, 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 House of the Dragon. Pretty well received. But the whole, just the whole anti-fan thing, it's like, that is such bullshit to act like it's, what is new? What is new in fandom over the last 8 years is excluding fans.
Yeah.
Is forcing your politics on fans. There have been politics and political allegory in fandom forever, and it's never been a problem. How come it's been a problem now? Because all of a sudden, a bunch of fans became Nazis. Did you know a bunch of Nazis watch Star Trek? Did you know a bunch of Nazis watch Doctor Who? That it's the rhetoric changed once a certain group got in power. And once it got popular. I forgot who said it, but listen. Fans, like real nerds, will like shit whether it's popular or not. They'll like stuff long past its popular. Razorfist, big fan of the Shadow, hasn't been at the peak of popularity for decades. Still fucking loves it like it was. That's what a fan is. We're still gonna like old Star Wars no matter what. Once all these people are fucking done with it and it's in dust, we're still gonna love it. We're gonna still love old comic books. A lot of the hangers on that comes on, and this is part of becoming popular. Just fucking ruin it. We see it with music all the time. It goes through cycles. But what was different about this one It was highly political, hyper political, and you demonized your fans. And they thought they could make their own audience. They thought they can force shit like Captain Marvel. The backlash to Captain Marvel was, no, this character has never been popular. You actually changed her name in 2012. Nobody liked her in the comic books after that change, and we were all proven right. And now it's corporations that cannot admit failure. It's too much of a risk to admit failure. It's more risk averse to blame fans, and it's costing them millions, hundreds of millions of dollars.
So socialists calling people Nazis is the most fucking ironic thing on the planet.
Does this come off like he's trying to appeal for sympathy, like from other people in the industry, kind of?
He's probably sad. He's sad that his friends died, but just the lack of self-awareness of what's going on in the world and still blaming a guy who's not fucking president right now is utterly, I mean, it's like you're just gone at that point. You're fucking gone. Like like it's impossible to have a reasonable discussion with you when you're that far gone.
You can't coast off the TDS anymore.
No, it's been a long time.
Not at the end of the next term after he's left.
Things are not better than they were in 2019.
They are much worse.
Much worse.
And I love how they keep trying to sell like, oh, things are so much better now. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Yep. Okay, we can. That's enough of that. Since we're on
part of me wonders the reason why he doesn't want to finish his book is because of the fan base that he's cultivated, the SJWs. If his book comes out, I'm sure they will probably roast him alive because it won't be woke enough for them.
Yes.
Oh,
he can never be woke enough.
Correct. He's more worried about the people in his sphere. He's not worried about all the other stuff he's more worried about his own side canceling him because of what it's never going to get written.
Well, yeah, they've already tried going after him because of the Hugo Awards, like we brought up earlier.
Well, yeah, and I had that theory a long time ago that he lives like the way he writes, violence happens to women, and now he's checking himself while he's writing. Yep. It's his own damn people. It's not us. It ain't Trump. It's his own fucking people that are causing him to check himself and self-edit, and that's why. And he also got himself in the mirror and he's not, which was fucking ridiculous. But Dorn is worse. Dorn is way worse. All right, let's get some soups.
By the way, the spirit of Melanie Mack did indeed possess me.
Took you over.
You got up in there. Must be all the working out.
Melanie.
I've just been eating a lot of pork products recently.
Okay.
Zoltar, what is this? Zoltar Zantias on the Streamlab side for $50. Hail! And again, thank you for joining us at Friday Night Tights AM in the morning. Not much of a different show, just earlier. Hey, Gary and crew. You all should watch the video Theoden Sings Metal by Spy Cat's Music. It had me shouting death with Theoden's best lines accompanied by heavy metal. It's a great video and you all rock, even as. Hail! I'll watch it. That sounds awesome. Wow. Even as Tomac for $50. Said, but Master Gamer Gary, what is the DNA of the soul? I don't know.
You couldn't even think of anything to bullshit through it on it.
Bullshit my way through it. The DNA of the soul is, I don't fucking know.
Say Soul Train or some bullshit like that. It is Black History. It's Black People Month. So, like, and why are we calling it Black History Month? It's Black People Month.
That's right.
Yeah.
Black People Month. Okay, this is the only month that you're not allowed to be racist. All the other 11, go for it, Ryan. But this month, be a little respectful, Ryan. That's all we're asking.
Working on it.
Actually, girl, what's that supposed? I figured it out last week, and I can't figure it out this week.
Elite,
because you get T out of a 7. Neo for $100. I
must speak, Gary.
Hail FNT crew, got my company profit sharing payout yesterday. Hail, and wanted to capitalism. Wanted to share a bit of the wealth. By the way, Jeremy got side scrollers going on my other laptop and overheard Craig say something about how you're below him right now. Phrasing aside, you guys gonna take that?
G&G HQ is a very busy place these days. A very busy place. But we got rated by the side scrollers peep. So shout out to all you guys. So
Ned of the Vale for $399.99 Canadian pesos. Damn! Holy shit. Hail all. Just turned 40 this week. The age of wisdom and midlife crisis. Worst birthday of my life, unfortunately, and also my 1-year anniversary to the channel. Hail. All right. I just wanted to thank you all for the laughs and the entertainment. I look forward to all of your shows. It's the most often I can legitimately laugh. Love all from the Canadian prairies. Good luck out there. Stay out in the middle of nowhere.
Watch out for maids.
Trudeau's coming again. Red Mage. What's that? 13. Okay. For $50. XIII. So it's 13. I got it. My Geeks and Gamers 199 backpack just came in. Flying out for MegaCon tonight. Doing research for the con since I may apply as an anime vendor for next year. Met you guys last year in Vegas. Looking forward to the panel and meet up bringing the backpack. Hail FNT.
Hail.
Hail. Paladin for $50. It's Gary and crew in Orlando. I'm in town for MegaCon and brought gifts, including a king cake from New Orleans. Do y'all want the king cake? What is it? Strawberry filling. Super psyched. To meet y'all tomorrow. Also, Garrett, do you have a Berserk 14 Deluxe yet?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
Value Renegade brought a bunch of that to us here at HQ, so we're pretty loaded on the king cake.
I'm so jelly.
Come on over.
Strawberry.
What about a Wee Was Kang's cake for February?
Coming from New Orleans, Chocolate City. So, Enoch Maman in 5 parts for $54. Enoch Maman, abuser of Streamlabs. Part 1, I gotta admit that the Suicide Squad game really pissed me off when I first heard of it. Then I saw Mahler play it. I actually felt less angry afterwards. You know why? That's because if you take away the woke crap, it's still shit. The gameplay is embarrassing.
It looked really bad, yeah.
I snuck in on Mahler. I was lurking in a couple of the streams he did, and the gameplay just looked so repetitively poor.
Yeah.
And never mind all the crap that we're seeing. The actual
these retarded ass transmission lesbians don't know how to make a video game. I got apathy. That's true. But all the woke crap, you take away the politics. The works are all crap. DC and Marvel aren't comics. They're Tumblr art with random words. Yeah, a Tumblr. Yeah. We're still saying Tumblr's not even around anymore. And
well, they all went to the comic book companies.
They did. They went to the.
They also went to Twitter.
They also went to Twitter, but then now they're on Threads and Instagram.
Good, they can stay away.
Instagram. Star Trek and Star Wars aren't Star Trek and Star Wars. Their women talk about their fifis in front of a bad green screen. The list goes on. I don't care what they do. They aren't my characters. I know who Batman, Luke Skywalker, Wolverine, etc. are. So do we. Mm-hmm. They don't, though. Never will. Part 4. I know who these characters are. They will never take that away from me. I got all the old stuff. I'm fine. All they have are IPs that are as mutilated as the folded in half-inch hot dogs that they call vaginas. Yes, I went there. I'm done. Well, that's what we were warning people would happen. People are just like, they have no fucks to give at this point. Like, what else are you going to do? You know?
The beauty of this, though, is this exposes Sweet Baby Inc. to more and more people.
It does. Yeah, it does. Twitter protected, correct?
They went Twitter protected when I put out my Sweet Baby Inc. Alan Wake video. I got blocked by the owner, and they put their account to protected, and it's never come off protected.
Ooh.
Just a reset. Sweet Baby Inc. They're a company that comes in and consults for.
No, they're a company that comes in and blacks faces your white characters.
Tomato.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's the same thing, really.
That's when Anita Sarkeesian shut down her company. They don't need it anymore because they're all in every single video
Mission
game company.
accomplished.
I have a great 49-second video where Sweet Baby Inc. tell you exactly what they're here to do. If you want to see it.
But let me finish the super chat while you pull that. Sorry that went long. I'll end by saying I want to apologize to X-Ray Girl. My clitoris-based prank for my clitoris-based prank the other day. I'm not sure what he's referring to, and I don't want to know. The keywords being want to. That would require shame. As my previous retarded ass transmission statement implies, I don't have it. Bye. There you go. I'd like to apologize, but I won't because I'm not sorry. Okay. What's that?
QBG, here they're telling you exactly what they do. Are you ready for this?
I am ready.
An ally is about to speak.
Thank God.
Team as to the subject matter they're representing and trying to give a voice to these consultants, so that it's not looking at a list of red flags of like, oh, make sure you don't offend this and do this badly. It's more, okay, this is what you could be doing if you leaned into this identity, if you leaned into this to this inspiration, and for people of these backgrounds, of these identities, this is the kind of stuff that they would like to see, and they would like to. This is how they would like to see themselves represented on screen in a game, and they've never seen it before. And so that kind of forms our thesis for the company, that like representation is a form of innovation, and that it is one of the greatest sort of blue sky approaches to innovation that people aren't really thinking about right now.
Yeah, but not really though.
What?
Yeah. So we'll come in and we'll blackety black your game.
Sounds like some communist gobbledygook.
It does.
Yeah.
I would love to know what that guy's past work history is. Like,
He was probably hired right out of college.
Practical work history. Yeah, it sounds like that's a lot of theory going on there, and guy doesn't know shit about shit.
If you watch Film Threat, they actually went through a video conference that's a lot like this, but it's for the film industry. So it's everywhere.
It is absolutely everywhere,
and that's what
Sweet Baby Inc. was formed for, to go into the gaming industry and hustle the shit out of it with this ideology.
And it's why George R.R. Martin. That's why everybody's complaining about this shit, because it's all dog shit. That's why. That's it. Not complicated. It typically isn't complicated. It's pretty easy to find the answer when you have a mob of people online upset. There's usually a pretty easy answer to figure it out.
Right. Eric Sheedlow for $50. Hail. Hey all, girlfriend and myself are watching 12 Angry Men. Girlfriend asks, why can't Disney make anything as good as a movie made in 1957? Black and white and only 2-room sets. I said, you just answered your question. Disney made it. Hail the chat, the 199, and the fellowship. A long time ago, Eric. A long time ago. David Chandler for $100. Thank God Henry Cavill has the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which does look very good. That trailer looks good.
That trailer looks great.
Offset the woke stank on Argyle. Here's hoping Warhammer doesn't get ruined for him the same way The Witcher has. The man deserves to have some things go his way. Hail to the fellowship. Fire your agent, Henry.
Rock's ex-wife.
It seems like he's in control of the Warhammer thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
So he claims. We'll see exactly.
Still Amazon.
We'll find out. Horror a Marauder for $15 on the Streamlabs side. I'm disappointed. I was hoping for a fun adventure from Argyle, but it sounds like a crappy comedy version of The Long Kiss Goodnight, which was an excellent movie. Yes, it was. Anyway, have fun at the con. See you in Vegas, and fuck the government. See you in Vegas.
Yes, on both accounts.
Yes, we will be announcing Vegas after MegaCon next week. We'll announce it. We got the dates, we got the place, we got everything going. Everything's ready. I Drink, Therefore I Am has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for $50. Hail. Raider 03 has donated $99.99. Said nothing.
Didn't say
Walks
nothing.
away. Didn't say nothing. Holy shit. Evil DJ dude on the Streamlabs side for $50. Hail. Cheers. Hail the fellowship. I was wondering if you or the panel have seen The Legend of Vox Machina on on Amazon Prime. It's amazing. It's based on Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Sounds like some nerds. Sounds
critical woke.
The early seasons were good.
What of
Critical Role? Yeah,
You got
they're LA voice actors, so they're
G&G Tabletop's the one taking over, baby. We're taking over.
Somebody needs to do that.
Hey, Rude Eye is here too. The G&G Tabletop team. They're going to be here.
Fed?
So. Yeah, the Fed.
You just call him a Fed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's totally.
That's
Fed
Ryan's
Rude Eye.
job.
Yeah.
Fed
Rude Eye.
Fed Rude Eye. Josh Krushk for $49.99. Because if I remember correctly, the irony is the author that called him out for mispronouncing her name was the Chinese national that wrote The 3-Body Problem. Was it her? Is it a girl? I thought it was a dude who wrote that. But yeah, maybe. Go.
I'm checking this out.
Fact checked. That would be fucking
3-Body
hilarious.
Problem is an older.
It's older, I thought.
Sci-fi. 3-Body Problem. Novel.
3-Body Problem.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a
Sounds like a threesome gone wrong.
Okay, well, Dan and Dave.
Sounds like a San Franciscan surgery.
Dan, it is a Chinese science fiction novel. It's pretty popular. It's being adapted by Dan and Dave.
Oh God!
It's going to be on Netflix in a month.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how they screw this book up. I really am.
Dude.
Yes,
no, she's I don't know if she's a Chinese national, but she's in America now, thriving off capitalism, and wins her first award and decides to call it the patriarchy. And it's again, we covered it 2 years ago. It was,
you know what was funny about that?
Unfucking believable.
She was complaining about them casting. Basically, she got the award because she was Asian and female, and that was what she was saying. She was so sexist. And I was like,
yeah,
I guess you're right, but you kind of feed into it. Whatever.
It's like they just gave you an award you don't fucking deserve because you're obviously too stupid to fucking write, but you got it anyway, and you were too stupid to realize that and sound grateful. And she's probably sitting around wondering why she's not getting any work anymore.
Okay, so the author of 3-Body Problem is actually a man.
Yeah, we just established.
Okay, good.
Thanks for playing though.
It wasn't as old as I thought it was. I thought it was an older book.
Papa for $100. Martin and Rothfuss betrayed the social contract between authors and readers, willing to shell out for the series before it's finished. If authors can't finish, how can anyone buy a book? One, thank God we still have authors like Sanderson, Feist, Butcher, and Steven Erickson. Yeah. Listen, when it was 5 or 7 years, I was defending George. I'm like, these are complicated books. It's taking time. He's got the show. I get it. You know, when it gets to 10 years, it's like, dude, you need to say something aside from I'm working on it. And then like last year, he said he didn't even work on the book in 2022.
Yeah, he made negative progress, basically.
Yeah, he edited stuff out. He didn't add anything to the book. And it's like, bro, and you're bitching up that like people have spent a bunch of money and time. They care, and you're treating them like shit. So yes, they're going to, you know what? Fandom's going to call you out like they always have. At my comic store, it wasn't all like, oh, gee, I really love this comic book. No, we were fucking ripping on shit all the time. It was fun. Peter Garambe for 50, not to be confused with Harambe, 50 Canadian pesos. Says, what if George has an immortality pact with the Dark Lord, that expires when he finishes the last 2 books in the series? Okay, well, that's a good excuse.
Like Crossroads Demon or something.
Yeah, All right, just say that. Is there some NDA with the Dark Lord?
Probably.
Oh, yeah. It's in the contract.
Supposedly, Greg has donated 100,000 Martian pesos. I don't know what an IDR is. He's donated 100,000 of them. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's pretty much equivalent to dollars.
Yeah, I mean that's I'm going to see it. 2 years Nerdrotic viewer and 6 years of Shad. Addicted to all of you guys, all of your guys' content. 3 years ago, got attacked one night, leaving me paraplegic with cuts on the shoulder and back from a machete. Check.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! You in the UK?
Just in London?
Where's the second part?
In London, it'll just be a flick blade.
Been a long and painful recovery, but now I'm finally back to work. Huge thanks to all of you. It has been easier. I love you all, even you, Ryan. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Motherfucker, right there. Machete. Holy shit.
Chicks take scars, though. Yeah.
You just get shot. Is this? How am I supposed to say this? X-ray girl.
Sausage? Sausage?
I should have asked her. What did I ask her?
Wow. Wow.
It looks like sausage. I love sausage. PL sausage for
throat liner.
Ryan, what type of donuts he's bringing to City Walk on Saturday? That's a good question.
I'm not bringing shit.
Oh.
It's there.
Wow, there you go. Ryan disappoints everybody again.
That's what he does.
It's part of his charm.
It is part of his charm.
His goal is to eventually slowly make everyone as miserable as he is.
That's what
I'm working on it, one person at a time.
So basically,
It's like the MCU then. Okay.
Dermy Wormy for $20 says, "Hail all! Wish I could be at MegaCon, but saving up for Vegas, baby. Going to listen while I work. See you in Vegas, baby. See you in Vegas."
Oh, whoa.
What?
Carl Weathers has
Yeah,
died.
I just saw it 3
No.
minutes ago. Yeah.
No.
Carl Weathers passed away at 76.
Oh, legend.
Wow. Wow. That is crazy.
Oh.
You know, him and Gina were pretty close too.
Yeah.
Mhm. Holy shit. Here we go right here. I'll share my screen so everybody can see it. If I can pull this up right here. Here we go. Wow. Damn.
F's in the chat for Carl Weathers. A fucking legend, man. Absolute legend.
76.
The only guy who kind of had Gina's back, by the way.
Great.
Damn.
I thought that guy was going to live forever, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Died peacefully in his sleep.
Well, that's good. At least it wasn't, awful.
Did he have anything going on that they know of? Like, did they say if he was sick or? Because I didn't hear of anything. Damn, that sucks.
76 shit just happens.
Yeah.
Stop. You know.
Yeah, he died of 76.
He died of 76. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
R.I.P. to the legend.
Gina, I know Gina.
Yep.
Right. So.
Yeah. Man.
Brightest Day Audiobook says, "We love you, Gina. We love you, Gina Carano, who will be here this weekend. She'll be sad."
Yep.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Well, sad to hear. R.I.P. to the legend.
To the legend, Carl Weathers.
Yep.
Fucking Rocky.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for everything. Good man. Great actor. Ex-football player. Played for the Raiders.
Chubbs Peterson. Does no one know who that is, Chubbs?
From
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
Happy
Gilmore, man.
yeah.
No Chubbs.
Okay.
One of his great roles.
Yes.
Pull one of that bastard's eyeballs out. I fucking love it.
B equals video for $19.99. Gary said he wants a taxation is theft movie. Have you seen Alongside Night 2014 with Kevin Sorbo? It has it's no Citizen Kane, but at least it explores libertarianism, anarchy, and agorism. Hail to the fellowship, peace, and freedom. I have not seen a 2014 Kevin Sorbo movie. Sorry. I've seen Hercules, though. I liked Hercules. I like Xena. Oh, there's some old base stuff like Have Gun and Will Travel. That's some base shit. There's some base shit that's out there, but like not recently. No, you're not going to see a modern take where they like even have a positive character be, libertarian. But they just won't. They'll always have them whacked out. I'd say the most positive preppers ever are from Tremors, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
the heroes, man.
Yep. Comics is like, those are my people.
Totally.
Comics is
McIntyre.
this far away from full on prepper. I'm just saying. So it's got the tools. So
I do.
Broke into the wrong goddamn rec room.
Night Strike for $20 says, "Hail FNT, looking forward to seeing you guys at MegaCon tomorrow. Thank you all for inspiring me to do YouTube. You're welcome. It's been fun. Got some threats on a vid from some woke freaks. Welcome to it. So I guess I'm doing something right. Yes.
Dude, I just got called a Trump cocksucker on Twitter.
Okay.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Just remember when they complain saying that you're a snowflake, you're easily triggered. Just reply back that there's only two genders, and they'll basically set off the hand grenade.
You mean those
Miles
people
Morales
that
is
are
Miles
still
Morales.
telling me it didn't matter? It doesn't matter months and months later. Yeah, those ones. Yeah. I'm definitely voting Trump now, though.
We're gonna get especially from the UK. Well, you can. Yeah, we gotta get going. We gotta go.
Most of
Before we go, though, we have a clip to show.
Okay.
We have a clip from the Epic Verse to show.
That's right.
So this is from an upcoming project from the Epic Verse. And as you know, Epic Verse from Mike and Josiah Rises, Epic Mike, and obviously G&G has some involvement with this. So this is a teaser. This is the first time it's ever been shown on the internet right here. So this is
Check it out.
Reflection teaser, Epic Verse. Here we go. Got the audio?
Nope.
Yeah, sharing audio is a crucial aspect of sharing a teaser. Welcome to Friday Night Tights. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. So here we go again. We're gonna try this one more time. Did you guys see how I started Covercast last night? I was muted and I'm like, I was all hyped up. I was trying to get people.
I don't know anything about that, Jeremy, at all.
I don't even know what the fuck they're gonna meme that one into. It's gonna be bad. So here we go. Here is the Reflection teaser.
Wow.
Oh, hang on. One more shot.
Suresh.
We had a shot. X-Ray Girl made an appearance. Now, I didn't know it was X-Ray Girl at first. I just saw an Asian. I was like, well, Asian.
Every
So,
Asian is me.
Simu Lu. It's like, I think it's Simu Lu.
Yeah. So yeah, we got Suresh in there from 221B Tactical. So yes, that is from Epic Verse. It's just a teaser, not a lot of people there, but just just from the overall production and everything, it looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with what they put together there. So again, more to come on that. Josiah, Mike, Epic Verse team has been working really hard on things, getting that started from the ground up. Really proud of those guys, and so we'll see. We'll see what they come up with, but more to come in the future on that. But shout out to those guys.
Can't wait.
Shout out to everyone. So sorry, it's a short, early show today.
That's what he says to all the ladies.
Oh, X-Ray Girl, do you want to shout out your booth?
Oh yeah, you can find me in the food court. It's called Taste of Asia. It's across from the Rippaverse booth.
Are you offering free samples?
Yeah, it's mostly dogs and gerbils and
Dogs and gerbils? What?
and the poor children from Apple where they didn't catch in the net,
Oh. So if you're down here and you can make it to the con, we'll be at, there's a panel at 1:15. Where's that panel? What's the name? What's the room?
It's on the website. Hang on. Thanks for putting me on the spot on that one, Gary. Really quick.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't want to have it ready or anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
I definitely wouldn't want to have that
doing
one.
the show early because we're at MegaCon.
Yeah, I know. Why would I do that?
You have any of that available?
It's in Theater 3, room W311A. So room W311A, Theater 3, 1:15 to 2 p.m. Eastern. Again, I don't know how many people to expect, but I know we've had a really good amount of people sign up for the RSVP for the meetup on Saturday night. So, and again, make sure you RSVP for that, for the meetup as well. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be giving away some free stuff at the meetup. We're going to be giving away some posters and some other free merch that we have put together. So stay tuned for that. Again, live streaming will be happening. I'm sure other people will be doing streams too, but I know we're going to stream the panel on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. We're going to have hopefully some better mics. And then we're going to be streaming throughout the day tomorrow as well, and probably some on Sunday. So stay tuned to the main G&G channel for that.
Yeah. So we got the meetup Saturday night. All the info's at geeksandgamers.com, right? And we'll also
yes.
be on the Twitters,
Yep.
Zitters.
On the X.
Zitters.
I checked the RSVP and we are sold out.
Really?
We are sold out.
All right. We are
Can't wait
completely
to see you.
sold out on the holy shit. All right, that's crazy.
Sold out, baby.
So there we go. So
There's
it's gonna
there's a lot of overflow and everything there.
There is a
though.
lot of overflow.
There
There
is,
is a lot of
yes.
overflow. So again, even though we are sold out, you can still come, but there's overflow area there at City Walk. I just need to I need to prepare. If you just want to extend the number, QBG, can you do that?
Yeah,
That way I can. That way I'm just so I can let Universal know what to anticipate. So,
I checked out the place last night with Ryan. It was pretty cool. So yeah, it checks out. And yeah, we're going to be on the floor of the con too at the Rippaverse panel. I'll be at the table between 3 and 4. Drinker's going to be there between 5 and 6. Is that right? And you guys are 4 and 5. Geeks and Gamers is 4 and 5. I'm doing that completely out of order just to make sure you're paying attention.
You don't know what the fuck.
Yeah. A bunch of people are going to be there. Garrett's going to be there. X-Ray Girl's going to be there. She'll be at our other booth though, passing out free dog.
Yeah, and Friday Night Tights is actually going to go live again with just Shad. I saw someone ask in the chat, so Shad's just going to go.
It's just Shad.
Yeah, while they're taking off, I'm going to do a whole other show just with Shad. And we're going to talk about fucking AI for 5.5 hours. Let's do it. No.
Do it live.
Do it live. That's not happening. We'll be back at normal time next week with
people.
With
Gabe, Al Taib, and Dean Kane.
Finally got Dean Kane.
Superman
I
is
thought
going to
you were
be
gonna.
here.
I think you're gonna say Alex Jones in the quartering.
He doesn't know who we are. And that's just the quartering.
How can you, yeah, that's just the quartering. How can you, like, Alex is actually going after the Bilderbergers, man. Okay, so like, I God bless Alex Jones. Love him. We'll have him back.
Dude, I've texted with him, and I still don't.
This show.
I've texted Alex quite a bit. I don't think he knows who I am, though. He responds to me.
Oh no!
Tell him to follow me on Twitter. See if he does.
Well, Alex did admit that he is kind of retarded. So there you go.
I'm kind of retarded. That's our people. That's our people.
Yep.
That
Can't
is our
deny
people.
that. Can't deny that.
So yeah, next week, Dean Kane, dude. That's fucking awesome. Can't wait. So in the meantime, to be back at normal time. Thanks to the Nerdrotics. You did a wonderful job. Thanks to the chat. We love you. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat and donation. We will do a square up like next Thursday because I'm going to be traveling Monday. So, but it'll be next Thursday. And Real BBC, I'll be on my channel because I'm going to make it home in one day.
Good luck.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
Good.
How that? Well, I mean, I don't drink or anything. And the thing is, we keep an eye on Mrs. Nerdrotic and X-Ray Girl, who just got off of dry January, and they have just like jumped in like they never stopped.
Head first into the pool of booze.
Yeah, boy.
I'm a cheap drunk now, so
I am biting my tongue.
So many jokes that we can't get into because it's the end of the show. But thank you all again. We'll see you next week.
Wait, one more super chat.
Wait.
Yeah.
You want to read it?
My mistake. It was Jeanette King who wrote the Pendulum Sun. And it was the Cambria Award. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. I couldn't remember what award it was, but she was an ungrateful bitch. I remember. I just remembered the ungrateful bitch part and not the award, and that's why. May she be doomed to a life of 40-hour work like all of us had to do, and maybe she'll learn something. Maybe she'll learn something working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week. Yeah. Cleaning floors. Taking out.
Oh my fucking God, in the show.
Ostomy bags. Doing something. Oh, she's Asian, so she'll work in the hospital for sure. Chamber pots. You never know. Or nails, yeah.
Dry cleaning.
Not driving instructor.
Dry cleaning.
Dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Night all.